everybody, man. Appreciate you guys, man. We wasn't able to do our thing earlier, this morning because of the rain. And so we had to postpone the early morning game, man, until later on. But thanks be to God, we're here. We're still breathing. We still got the activity of our limbs. And we're going to use our ability to the best of our ability and make it a motherfucking responsibility, man, to give glory to the game, man. So blessings to everybody. Make sure you come in hitting the like button. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Make sure you hit that bell. And the Patreon link is also in the comment section. If you ain't at the Patreon, make sure you click on that link and go to the Patreon right now. Hold on for a minute. Let me set this up. Let me just give you guys some game. If I ever create a channel and somebody don't give you the link, all you got to do is click on the section that says channels, and you will see every channel that I've ever created, and you could just go to all of the channels and just click on the subscribe and the bell button. A nigga that got blocked. Yeah, Prince, he a nigga that got blocked. Yeah, I seen some of the goofy shit that he was saying, man. I was like, let me get this goofy ass nigga up out of here, man. I was like, he must not be familiar with how we sit up there and fellowship over here, man. Gotta get this nigga up out of here. He goofy as hell. Hey, Sin probably changing the bitch hairstyle before he go live. I'm like, let me get this goofy ass nigga up out of here, man. What's wrong? In my mind, I'm like, man, what's wrong with this goofy? Oh, Buford ass nigga. Just all in the comment section making all these AOL Yahoo ass jokes and shit, man. Fuck about my comment section. And that's exactly how I be getting these haters. A month from now, he gonna be just like another goofy sitting in a car somewhere making videos about me. That's how I be getting a lot of these haters. Niggas be in their feelings. I don't even... In 2001, Sin, I was like your biggest fan. I was in the comment section, my nigga, and you had kind of like roasted me in front of everybody, man, and I ain't like that shit. So the reason why I don't listen or pay attention to them type of guys, because nothing that you say means anything. You could be a billionaire, you have cars and homes, but the main reason why you talking about me is because you're hurt. It's because I didn't acknowledge you. So you hurt like a bitch. You on some Mary J. Blige, my life type of shit. So no, I can't, can't go for that. Prestige, man. Appreciate that 5 coming in, bro. Blessings to you, man. Oh, that brother ain't never lied. You know what I mean? What you gotta understand is the Wi-Fi here is too slow for YouTube streaming. And so when I got that D-Link 1955, I think that's called, yeah. I still would have to not only, wait on them, but I got to see if it's even applicable for that. I might have to sit up there, man, and buy another service, man. Hold on. Because after you even buy the device, you got to buy the internet service, which I did, but I still got to wait on them to come, and then not only come, but I got to see if, because out here in Canada, the service is called Bell. So I got to see if Bell is applicable, for, the building. But I appreciate y'all patience, man. I know a lot of times that'd be so irritating, especially when I'm getting into the climax of something and, you wanted to hear something and then all of a sudden the signal fuck up. You know what I mean? So, like I said, man, hopefully we'll be able to get things done um, soon, real soon, so you guys won't have to deal with that shit no more, man. You know, greetings from the planet. He said, from the planet of Detroit. If you heard, go to church and put in the work and holler at a skirt. Blessings to everybody, even into the game. All right, man. I don't want to waste too much time because I really want to give you guys an opportunity to ask questions and things like that, because a lot of times y'all be really like, and it always be like that. You'll be teaching and it always be the game needs a strong signal. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. On Sunday. I don't know what you speaking on. Like, I know what you're saying, but I don't know which message you're speaking on. I think I think you gave one of my messages a new name. But make sure you get that like button, man. Come on, man. Make them likes look like the viewers before I even start. Cause on this, man, I'm gonna answer the questions, man, that y'all done put in my DM. I can't answer all the questions that y'all put in my DM. And then some of y'all be, writing new Bibles. Y'all be writing scrolls in my DM. So I be looking for like the shortest questions that'll lead to some good content. But a lot of y'all really do be writing the First Chronicles, Second Chronicles, First Kings, Second Kings, and the Book of Psalms in my damn DM, man. I'm like, and then some of y'all be doing it, and you didn't even ask a question. Hold on, let me do this right quick before we even get started. Hold on. Peaceful, always coming up in here, man, showing love to the game. Blessings to you, bro. I forgot to tell them on the on IG. Let me do this right quick. All right, cool. We in the game. All right, well, look, whoever don't make it, they don't make it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and answer some of these questions, man, that was put in my DM, and then I'm gonna open up the phone lines for you guys. Hold on. Okay, hold on. There we go. So I didn't put it on IG. And we could just proceed. I'm gonna try to hurry up and get to these questions so I can open up these phone lines. And please, man, make sure when you call in tonight, you know what I mean, that you ain't on no goofy. I want to tie my shoes, man, like a Cold Mac did in the 70s. P, do you know how the Macs tied their shoes in the 70s? You think you could do a tutorial on how the Macs in the 70s tied their shoes? I want to tie my shoes, man, like the Macs did in the 70s. P, I need you to do a tutorial on that. Also, P, do you know how the Macs brush their hair? In the like 77, around like 77, 78. Yeah, man, I wanna see a video of how a Mac would brush his hair in 77, 78, because you know what I mean. I want this shit to be real with me. Classic pimping. You dig? So yeah, man, just hit. I'm gonna send you a $20 cash app, and just go ahead and do a tutorial, man, on how the Macs would brush their hair and tie their shoes around like 78, 79. You dig? Yeah. Come on, man. don't don't come in here with that. You know, but yeah, man, make sure you hit the like button, man. And if you're not subscribed, hit the bell. But let me get to the first question. Seeing I appreciate the game that you have been given, big bro. You are truly a blessing to the game. But I've been talking to this square bitch for almost 4 months now, P. Am I wrong for giving all this time, to a bitch that has not chosen up yet? I'm going to read that again so you guys can get it, man. Seeing I appreciate the game that you have been given, big bro. You are truly a blessing to the game. But I've been talking to this square bitch for almost 4 months now, P. Am I wrong for giving her all this attention without her giving all this attention to a bitch that has not chosen up yet? I'm gonna say this to you, because other P's have had experiences actually where it was longer than that. True, I'm just being 100. But if you asked me that question, it was a reason on why you asked me that question. You sit up there, you understand me, been talking to this broad, and I think the reason why you asked me that question is because you're looking for confirmation. And what I'm about to say, it's not a revelation. It's just basically me giving you confirmation of how you've been feeling about it. And what I want to say, if the spirit of pimping has been bothering you about talking to a bride now for almost 120 days, and you have not received a dime from the bride, you know what I mean? Because if she was giving you any type of rhythm or any type of action, I don't know if you would have asked me that question. I think you asked me that question for a reason. Now I'm on the outside looking in. You know what I mean? I don't know, God damn, man, I gave the answer earlier, bro. Click on channels and just subscribe to all the channels, bro. God damn. But as far as, you know what I mean, with you talking to this broad, it's been a reason why, you know what I mean, that you feel the way that you feel. Maybe you've been shooting your best shots at the broad, and it's just like a boxing fight. You've been sitting over there, you understand me, throwing haymakers, but it hasn't been landing. And one thing about in a boxing fight, if you constantly throwing haymakers in every round, just like George Foreman, you will get tired. You're going to get tired. And most of the times when people come into a boxing fight and they already sitting over there throwing haymakers, each and every round, just like George Foreman, you're going to end up getting your ass, knocked out. You're going to lose the fight because you're not landing. And then, a lot of times you might be landing, but it ain't doing enough damage. Shaking but not stirred. She hear you, but she ain't really listening. So you probably done shot your best lugs at the broad within the conversation, and you saying what you're saying, but it hasn't hit on anything. And then some of you, and I'm not saying that this is you, young P, but what I will say to you is, and others is, some of y'all done told the broad, don't hit my line no more until basically, you willing to hit that cash out. Yeah, the next time you speak to me, I want you to be asking me my account. She didn't provide those finances. She didn't hit that cash app. She didn't hit that cash app. She ain't touched that PayPal. She ain't hit your bank account. And you said that you wouldn't talk to her, or you made it seem as if she wanted to continue to talk to you, that she had to be able to provide that, and she hasn't. And she didn't. But you kept talking to her. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's where you fucking up at. Anytime where you tell a woman, I need for this to be fulfilled, in order for us to keep on talking, or, if we're going to keep on going, if we're going to keep, Because you can't keep talking to me and I'm giving you all of this attention and it's not going nowhere. And you put it out there like that, you know what I mean? And you went back to texting her and calling her, or, when she called you, you picked up, you know what I mean? And you laughing and smiling with the broad and all of that type of shit. You gave her a license to play with you. And the reason why I say you gave her a license to play with you, because you said one thing out your mouth, but you didn't follow through with it. Therefore, the bride don't see you as really, being serious about the shit you be saying. You said something about the game. Then after talking about the game, you sat up there and told her your prerequisites. You told her that, you know what I mean, to just send something that was valuable. Some of you didn't put a number on it. You just said, you know what I mean, send me something. Or you gave the bitch something to do. Some of y'all gave the bride something to do. It wasn't so much the money, but you gave her something to do, and she didn't do it. You might have gave her a phone bill, or you might have gave her a bill to pay, or just something to do. And once you gave the bride something to do and she didn't do it, and yet you kept talking to her, you kept blessing her with attention, even though she didn't comply to what you told her to do, then you pretty much then gave her a license to just, hit you up, talk to you, you know what I mean? Because, you're not serious about your pimping. And when a bitch know that you ain't serious about your pimping, she ain't gonna be serious about your pimping either. And I'm not saying that this is you, you know what I mean? I don't know whether or not you listening, P, or you're gonna be listening later on. But what I will say to you is this. Whenever a woman likes you ain't gotta pull her arm. You ain't gotta sit up there and when a woman really wants to fuck with you, she's gonna let it be known. Now I'm on the outside looking in. You might be in certain P's have been in certain situations where they just wanted to leave a good impression on the bitch. Just want to leave a good impression on her. Text her every now and then, have a conversation every now and then, and because every time he talks to her, he's pretty much planting seeds and giving water and waiting on the game to give the increase. And what I mean by that is, he been talking to the bride maybe for a period of time. And in the beginning, she wasn't thinking about the lifestyle. But then she might have got into a relationship and, got cheated on, ran into a Derrick Jackson type of nigga. Or the bride set up there, you understand me, and might have ran into a financial crisis. And either she got a little heart broke, or she didn't ran into a financial discrepancy, you know what I mean? Or she might be homeless at the time, because, you might meet a little pretty little wannabe arrogant ass bitch in the club. And then later on, because she run into a brick wall in her life, different situations that bring the spirit of humility. And now that the bitch ain't got no currency, she's starting to call you frequently around this motherfucker. Yeah, they will call the pimping, when they homeless. They will call the pimping when they got to move back in with their mama or grandmama. They will call the pimping when they lose their job. They will call the pimping when they get their heart broke. So just keep your line on. What I mean by that is, maintain your number. So when the bitch basically find her mind, you know what I mean, and she finally know what to do as far as like who she want to fuck with, or I'm gonna give him a try, or I was actually thinking about being in a lifestyle. Maybe I need to call Sepulveda the Prince, or I need to call Punchy and see what he talking about, and give him a chance to explain the game, even with a time on it, and say, this or this or this. Nah. Because I knew 1P, he had met a bride, I think in Cali, and they had met, chopped it up, and hung out and everything like a weekend. They stayed in touch, for damn near going back and forth and calling each other and all that shit for almost a damn year. And then she ended up calling him, talking about some she ready, and he ended up having that bitch, damn near for 7 years. Yeah, my answer to that would be, follow your first pimp mind, man. Follow the spirit of pimping. I'm not gonna tell you that, you know, stop doing this or stop doing that. You know what you got to do. You know what I mean? That's why you asked that motherfucking question, because you've been talking to the broad, and the spirit of pimping probably already told you, you know what I mean, that this ain't turning into nothing. You wasting your time. The energy that you're putting into basically having her, you could put that into basically knocking another broad, you know what I mean, that's really interested in fucking with your pimping. Roberto, thank you for that 25. Good looking. Ron, appreciate that 20. Blessings to you. Um, and always remember this: when you dealing with women, man, everything is about timing. That's, it's common knowledge, but niggas be forgetting a lot of times, and you allow yourself to get frustrated, because things didn't take off when you wanted or you thought it, should have took off. But man, one thing that your P might not stand for perfect, but if you're gonna be in this game, you know what I mean? I'm talking to maybe somebody else that might got a similar situation, but your situation might not be like P, because I think the game is bothering him to leave the broad alone. But as far as another P, you know what I mean, you might have got a similar situation, you know what I mean, but the game is working on you for patience. And you just, if you have a little patience with that broad, she gonna come right along. Hey, what's going on, Miss Katrina? Tony, what's happening? Robin, what's happening? But when you dealing with women, man, you dealing with time, and you can have all the best game, you can have the best attire, you could be handsome, you can have the best situation, all of that. But if it's the wrong time, then things won't take off the way that you want to. With women, it's all about timing. And you just might, catch her one time, when it was the right time. Maybe months from now, or maybe a year from now, that broad will come looking for you. Just keep the door open. Hold on for a minute. Drippy, what's going on, little bro? Yeah, you gotta have patience with your pimp. If you don't have patience, this really would be the wrong lifestyle for you. You got to have patience when you dealing, you know what I mean, with women, especially when you're dealing with, what I mean, a good career having, job having square. And if you dealing with one of them beautiful career having, job having squares, a lot of times, like I said, it's just for you to leave a good impression. If you talking to a square broad and you didn't already made it known that you a pimp, that you active in the lifestyle of pimping and hoeing, and she still keep talking to you, a lot of times, I take that as, the ball is in your court. If she keeps speaking to you, because, a square, a real authentic, true at heart square, she might say, you know what, I don't want to be bothered, with a guy that's, in a lifestyle like that. Because because they've been taught all type of falsehood about the lifestyle. So she might say to herself, I don't want to talk to no guy that's living off the backs of women. You know what I mean? This nigga ain't got no job. You know what I mean? And he's just every car that he got, every materialistic thing that he got, the place that he got, the clothes that he got, it come off of a woman laying on her back and opening her legs. He's a scum. He's a scum. He's despicable. So, you got some squares out there that abhor, but once you reveal that you're doing something that's contrary to the law, or if you were bold enough to actually go there and let it be known that it's pimping, and she keep talking to you, then the ball is in your court, man. A lot of times, a lot of you had the ball in your court, and the bride gave you an opportunity, to go to the hole and slam dunk the motherfucker, man. But a lot of the conversations that you guys was having, You know what I mean? You threw the ball out of bounds. So it was really your fault. I know, and that's another thing. Some of you young niggas, man, y'all be confusing these broads. Not only do y'all confuse the hoes, but you be confusing, women just period, whether they in the life and outside the lifestyle. Some of you have killed your own action. P, what you mean by that? The game will bless you with a action of having this beautiful, marketable woman, in the lifestyle, and you would call her. What wise pimp would actually talk to a square broad about his hoe? What wise pimp would sit up there and talk to a fucking square about his hoes? Who would do that? And some of you have diarrhea at the mouth. You present yourself to be one way, but you're talking to a square, a broad who has never paid you, never given you any money, never made one countless sacrifice, never set up there, you understand me, and fulfill one prerequisite of the game, but yet you're exposing things pertaining to the women who put their life on the line for you every night. Young nigga, you are confused. You are confused. Why are you telling the square about what's going on in your home? Why are you that trusting? Why did you sit up there, you understand me, and open the door to all the frailties and, all of the shortcomings and things? Now, what you can do is allow this square woman to know that, yeah, man, things ain't perfect. We do have misunderstandings. No family in the game is perfect. You can say some shit like that, but to just be going into detail and, you know what I mean, about, your current active women who are actively on a daily going out there, putting their life on the line, for your P, the fuck you sitting over there talking down on a hofo to a goddamn square? You niggas is weird, And like I said, many times the game has blessed many of you to have the perfect turn on and turn out situations, and you ruined your own action. Some of you talk too much, and then some of you, when you do talk, you're not talking about anything. When the bride seen you, she thought that you were handsome, but as she kept listening to you, you're just another nigga. You kind of like what's that rapper's name? The boy really an idiot. He got some intelligence in certain areas, but as you keep listening to him, he be sounding dumb as hell. Blueface. Yeah, so, a lot of y'all kind of like Blueface in the game, man. You slow. You're slow. You'll fuck up your own, just like I know times when he didn't open up his mouth and he done fucked up his own endorsements or own opportunities. And that's just like some of y'all in the game. You done fucked up a lot of opportunities to have certain women, with the things you say. Yeah, make them likes look like the viewers, man. Yeah, get them likes up. Ain't nothing changed. Yeah, everybody hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. It's 308 people listening, but it's only 212 likes. Everybody hit that like button. But yeah, man, stop sitting over there telling these squares, about things in your home, as far as, speaking down on your women and all that shit, and I'll always know this, the great Mel Taylor said, we don't lie about anything. Well-placed truth is better than any lie. Once you learn how to place the truth well, you don't have to lie. And many of you need to learn how to place the truth well in a conversation. So when you're talking to a square and she's asking you questions about your lifestyle, you got to know how to position yourself in the conversation. You got to know how to answer the question without answering it, where not only do you incriminate yourself, where she could just go to the people on you, because I mean she still is a square, but not only that, but you don't want to sit up there and talk to this broad, and she didn't ask you a question, and you just go all into detail, and you just like, you didn't basically told your whole recipe of your buffet, and the bitch ain't gave you a dime. No, when you answer a question, you keep the bitch in suspense. You intensify her desire to want to keep talking to you. When you talk to a square, her mind should be blown. When you talk to a square, the same way a bitch feel when she done got some good dick and she done got her back blew the fuck out, that's exactly how she need to feel mentally when you give her a mental climax. You need to mentally fuck the shit out of this bitch. And you can't do that being a dumbass. You cannot do that if you don't read. You cannot do that if you don't meditate. Get your thoughts together. What am I saying? Get your pimping together. Your shit is tacky. Then some of you don't like dealing with squares because you really don't want to pimp. That's why you be waiting on broads, be trying to go after another. You be going after all that. You be going after all of these little Instagram actresses and all that shit, all of these little Instagram thoughts. You know what I mean? But you don't never take out time to speak to sweet little Cindy at Starbucks. You be going to that Starbucks for a little minute. You know, sweet little Cindy be smiling at you a certain kind of way. You know, you don't be taking out the time to talk to Michelle, you know what I mean, at Target. You don't be taking out the time, you understand me, to talk to, you know, Cynthia, you know what I mean, at that Walmart, you know what I mean? You be seeing her little white self, you know, she's a little cashier, you know what I mean, at Walmart. She just be smiling and looking at you up and down. But you haven't took out the time to really get at the broad, and that's your next hoe. That's your next bitch right there. That's the bitch that's gonna give you the 10 and 15, possibly 20 years. But you keep walking past your blessing. You in the DMs of trash. You sitting over there spitting your best game in the DM of some old trashy ass bitch that you seen on one of them little so-called pimpin' hoe pages and shit. She done been with everybody. The bitch got 7 and 8 niggas tattooed on her. You spitting your best game at that trash. Get your mind right. Appreciate that, baby. Good evening from a square. Ha ha. That's what's up. You know? Yeah, Suzanne at Chick-fil-A. Yeah, Supposed the Prince. They don't want to talk to sweet little Suzanne at Chick-fil-A. She got that good Christian spirit, you know? You guys really don't want to pimp. And I can't stand when a nigga be over 50 years old or in his 40s talking about he don't want to deal with no square. Squares make him sick. All he's saying is he don't want to pimp. All that nigga saying is he lazy. And I'm not even talking about established pimps. I'm talking about niggas that's in their 40s and 50s and in the same position they was in their 20s. They don't have anything. They ain't got nothing but the socks on their feet. They got the nerve to say that he don't want to fuck with no square. Man, stop it. I told y'all about that time. One time me and Freeze, we was inside of the Venetian. And we talking to some fine ass. These squares was so fine. And we at the bar, you know what I mean, the little white girls, they was really digging on us and everything like that. And man, the homie, he from Oakland, you know what I mean? I got love. Cool, he's a cool little hustler, but you know, when it really come to this pimping, it's really not in him. But anyway, we talking to the squares are smiling, they feeling us and everything like that. And he come up to us, man, he say, man, how long, man, y'all gonna keep talking to these squares, man? Man, I'm trying to sit up there, man, and get at one of these hoes, man. Let's get at the hoes, man. Man, y'all wasting time talking to these squares. And I looked at him in such disgust. I said, nigga, what you think that hoe was, nigga, before she did her first date? What you think that hoe was, you understand me, before you understand me, she sat up there and got with the pimpin'? What you think she was? Come on, man. You not thinking right now. You know what I mean? You never know who you talking to. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, I know some broads, they hoes now, but because niggas did not move accordingly, they didn't get them. What you mean by that? Man, in 2007, it used to be this broad, I could call Freeze right now. She was a thick, this white girl was so thick. You gotta say it like that. Cause she didn't have no business being that goddamn thick. This white girl was so thick. Thighs, ass, titties. Face was cool, but man, the titties, the ass, the thighs, so thick. And these niggas, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna keep it real. The pimpin' used to see this broad cause she used to work inside of, y'all make me want to call Freeze. She used to work in one of the casinos, man. If I was a betting man, I want to say she was working inside the Excalibur. And she had a little job inside the Excalibur, man, and you know, Peas would see her. They'd speak to her, you know what I mean, every now and then. But man, it was this nigga, man. I ain't seen this nigga in years. You know what I mean? But it used to be a nigga, man, in 07 by the name of Sinatra. And Sinatra took the time out to sit up there, man, and get at that bitch. You know what I mean? And that's another thing niggas got bad in the game. It was so many niggas saying that Sinatra ain't this, Sinatra ain't that, Sinatra ain't that, Sinatra ain't this. And you saying that he not this and he not that, but he took out the time to do something that you had the same opportunity to do. You know what I mean? You had the same opportunity to do that. You had the same opportunity to get at the bitch. But you mad that he got at the bitch and now the bitch, you know what I mean? Lost and turned out. Lost and turned out. You know what I mean? She lost and turned out, nigga. You know what I'm saying? She's sitting over there fucking with him now. You know? But you mad. You sitting over there mad. You want to call him all type of simps and, you know, disrespect him because he took out the time to do something that your motherfucking ass didn't do. I see that so many times. So many times. You know what I mean? It remind me of a time, I ain't even gonna say that nigga name, you know what I mean? But I just say toothless and truthless. He was so upset. He was so upset. It was a little bitch that TKO Capone had set up there and broke on. It was a pretty little bitch too, but the bitch really a drunk. You know, the bitch tried to get with me. You know, I'm sorry, baby. I ain't fucking with no alcoholics. You know. But, you know, TKO ended up breaking that bitch for some racks. I think like 3-4. She sent the love offering. You know? Sent a nice little donation. You dig? And them niggas was upset about it. And one of the coldest haters at that time was Toothless and Truthless. You know what I mean? He was just so hot about it. And it's like, damn, she don't even like guys with no teeth. What you mad for? She don't even fuck. Look at the type of niggas that she done fuck with in times past. She done. Come on, man. He was just so upset and in his feelings. He was calling, you know what I mean, this nigga all type of non-pimping bitch ass niggas, all of this shit. All because the bitch didn't give the money to him. She gave it to the man that she wanted to give it to. Why are you upset, sir? But that's the type of shit we got in the game. Him and all the other niggas, they had all the other opportunities. You know what I mean? I thought you had. Oh man, come on. I'm sitting over here teaching right now. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna block you. You know, but why did you think that I was a man of God and my name is Sin Ful The P? I don't know no man of God whose name is Sin Ful The P. I have never met one man of God in my life named Sin Ful The P. Why would you think that I'm a man of God and my name is Sin Ful The P? Please make this make sense. Make it make sense. Not angel, not archangel, not Gabriel, but Sin Ful The P. You thought I was a man of God with that type of name? Are you serious? You can't be that slow. So now I'm turning that same energy to you. I don't know no man of God named no Sin Ful The P. What's wrong with you? So just because you have to understand that the gifts and callings of God are without repentance. God uses who he want to use. You could be a sinner, a backslider. All you got to do is yield yourself to the Spirit of God, and the Spirit of God will use you, even when you in a backslidden state. But I'm not a man of God. You know? I started to delete it, but I wanted you to see it. Yeah, I seen it, bro. Let me pimp on. But if you sit up there, you understand me, man, when the game because that's one thing I will say about this game. This game gonna bless you with opportunities to come up. And it's your fault if you don't come up. Hit that like button. I'm about to drop this game before I go to the next question. But hit that like button. Make them likes look like, you know what I mean, the viewers. I don't know why we got 398 people listening and it's only 272 likes. Come on, man, get the likes up. But check this out. The game is going to give you an opportunity to ball. The game is going to knock on your door. You say you want to pimp? You say you want to come up? The game, hey, listen. The game has never failed. The game is always going to give those. I've even seen this game give opportunities to those that's not even this pimping to come up. True story. I've seen it. You know what I mean? The game is going to knock on your door. If you keep acting like, you know what I mean, you want to really do this for real, and you keep talking like that, you keep, flirting with that spirit, the game eventually is gonna knock on your door. The game, you either gonna strike out or you gonna hit a home run. But the game is gonna call you up to bat. You will be blessed with opportunities, you know what I mean, to pimp. And if this be in you, you know what I mean, you're gonna be able to manifest that. But if it's not in you, hey man, I keep telling you, if it ain't in you, it's like going to the bank asking for a withdrawal when there's no deposit. It's a waste of time. That lady gonna laugh at you. Just picture somebody going up to the bank and say, yeah, let me go ahead and let me get like just give me a little 10,000. Yeah, give me 10,000. Let me get about 10 bands. Let me get 10,000. Let me see. Sir, from our from the records, it's showing that you don't have anything in your account. As a matter of fact, you have a negative 30 cents. You owe 30 cents. You know, that's how stupid you look. You know, some of you niggas, you know what I mean, you look like somebody that keep picking up the phone and the phone not even ringing. Look at the call ID. The game ain't called you. I'm looking at the game's call ID right now. The game has not called you. And if the game has not called you, stop trying to put yourself in a position in the game. Because once you get in the wrong lane, you predestined to be in somebody's jail, prison, or motherfucking, you understand me, in the grave. But I'm looking at the call ID right now. Most of you niggas, the game has not called you. You lying. Just picture a nigga that just keep picking up his phone like somebody calling him. He keep picking up talking about hello, hello, and nobody has called him. That's you niggas. The game has not called you. And I know the game ain't called you because I'm looking at the game's call ID. You not on here. You know what I mean? You not on here. Better get that CDL. You know, go get that job. Okay, let's move on. But no, I wouldn't tell no man that I'm not gonna never put a period of time. I'm on the outside looking in. You can listen to different perspectives from different representatives, but I would never tell you that 4 months, you know, is too long, because I know some veteran pimps where they might have met, you know, a square, you know, at this time, and months later or a year later, you know what I mean, some time later, you know, her circumstance changed, you know, and sometimes that's all that needs to happen. You know, a circumstance might change, and, you know, she might be in need of some guidance, or, you know, a relationship turned into a battleship. That 4 months is too long. But what I will tell you is this, you know, that's just me. Everybody's different. But I do believe that, and I told you guys what a spirit is. You know what I mean? The spirit is an unseen reality that manifests itself in matters that's seen. So if you are possessed by the spirit of pimping, you know what I mean, you're possessed by the spirit of this game, the game is going to lead you in all truth of the game. If you've been talking to a square broad, sometime the spirit of pimping will speak to you and say, hey man, what you doing? You entertaining something that ain't gonna never come into existence. You know what I mean? She don't want to be in the game. She don't want it. She just want to be an attractive bum. Let her be an attractive bum. Keep her like that. Move on. You know, I told you guys to start looking at yourself almost like a prophet. You got to almost look at yourself, you know, like a prophet that's carrying the oracles of God. So look at yourself like a prophet, a minister of the game, and the words that you speak, you know what I mean, is jewelry. You got real jewelry. You know, the words that come out your mouth is treasure. And you have to treat it like that. The game, you got to treat it like it's hidden treasure that the game blessed you to discover. And you can't reveal that to everybody. So when you blessing somebody with an opportunity to be in this game, and they dragging their feet, or, you know, not, and another thing, like I said, you know, you might meet a broad, and at the first day or two, y'all was texting, but now if you find yourself calling her, texting her, always initiating the conversations, then when you're in the conversation, it's always you that got to keep the juices flowing. It's you that got to keep, you know what I mean, the conversation going. Otherwise, you know, if you don't talk, then it's gonna be dead. But if you see yourself doing too much work, and the bitch, she ain't texting you, she ain't calling you, but it's always you texting her, you always calling her, nah. Very unpimpish situation. Especially if you've been doing this for months. A month, you just calling her, you texting her. Oh, I just wanted to let you know, you know what I mean? Hey, she don't never call you. She don't never text you. She ain't never hit you with a message to say, oh, I was just thinking about you. She never thinks about you, but you always thinking about her. That's too much value to the bitch. That's too much value. You know, too much value, man. You know, too much. You know, some of y'all are thirsty. And I keep telling you that this pimping ain't got nothing to do with a thirsty spirit. If you got a thirsty spirit, a desperate spirit, you need to be delivered. Amen. Because that thirsty spirit and that desperate spirit, that ain't got nothing to do with this pimping. You know what I mean? That ain't got nothing to do with this pimping. Shout out to Miss Jessica Holland. Blessings to you, baby. You know what I mean? But, you know, that ain't got nothing to do with this pimping. You know what I mean? You sitting over there, keep calling the broad phone. You keep calling the broad phone. You can call and call. She's like, oh, I'm gonna hit you back. She told you she was gonna hit you back. Bitch ain't hit you back. But you still calling her phone. Nah, man. Nah. Nah, that ain't how it go. You know what I mean? You gotta keep the value of the man. And I understand that sometimes, you might be saying, oh man, but P, this is a beautiful white blonde, in Minnesota, man. She's 21 years old. She ain't got no kids. You know what I mean? I'm at her. I understand. But listen, no matter how good a broad look, how marketable she might appear, it's gonna come a time when the spirit of pimping will speak to you and be like, hey man, you blessing that bitch with too much. You blessing that bitch with too much, man. Oh man, but she built like Serena Williams, man, when in her prime. Hey man, you blessing her with too much, man. You blessing her. P, she look like A. Marie, man. You know what I mean, man? A. Marie, when she came out with you blessing her with too much, man. You blessing her with too much. So when you speak into squares, always know that you have to have patience. Stop being lazy. This particular square woman that the game is putting your way, this might be the woman that you end up being with for decades. You don't know that. You know what I mean? Your next hoe could have been at the laundromat. I gave an example not too long ago. You might be in Las Vegas. Hey man, your next blessing from the game might not be on Las Vegas Boulevard. Your next blessing might be at Sam's Club. Them niggas be laughing, but man, that's so true. Your next blessing, man, right now could be working inside of Sam's Club. She not even thinking about the game. She just a beautiful little square. She don't even know how beautiful she is. It's so many squares like that. She don't even know how beautiful she is. She just thinks she a decent looking broad. She thinks she decent at best. She don't even consider. You see more in her than she see in herself. She's in shape. She looking right. She thinks she fat. We know too many women like that. She's her worst critic. But if you was to take time out to be hitting that Sam's Club and leaving good impressions on her and exchange information with her, hey sunset, hey baby, you know what I mean? If you take out, time with that broad, and the same energy that you putting in with the Instagram top models and the little the broad that say she a hoe, but she got 8 pimps on her leg. You know what I mean? Bitch been in the game for 5 years and she already got 8 niggas already tatted on her, and you giving this bitch all this energy. Man, stop it. Get at these beautiful squares. And listen, I know a lot of the P's gonna be like, I don't like that P. Let me tell you this. With the way that the game is moving right now, with the way things is going right now, I'm looking out for your liberty in society. Because these niggas be teaching they broads to do all type of weird ass shit. And after this bitch done been with this nigga, after she done been with that nigga, by the time she get with you, she's so poisoned. She got so many mental viruses from being with these simp, hypocrite ass niggas, for all these Derrick Jacksons in the game. By the time she get to you, man, the bitch just got turned on and she's already burnt out. Didn't get properly turned out, but she's already burnt out. You got some brides that ain't even 25 years old right now, and they are already, burnt out. And that's sad. Ain't even 30, ain't even 25 years old, and she's already burnt out. You know what I mean? So, man, listen, ain't nothing like having something tailor-made to your pimping. If you've ever had, a tailor-made suit, it's completely different than picking a suit just off the rack. And I'm not disrespecting, because we know that there's some women that's been with other pimps and niggas that profess to be pimps. Appreciate that balance. Good looking, man. Appreciate that. You always showing love. Let me just put this out there. And also, let me say this to you guys. You could tell a lot by a person's character by just asking the question. If you put the question out there, would you rather have a fresh turnout than basically, you know what I mean, a veteran, seasoned, middle 30s, a late 30s, or early 40s, hoe. I've seen so many guys say, hey man, give me that, yeah, man, give me that seasoned hoe, man. Give me that seasoned vet, man. And I'm not knocking these guys. I'm not knocking them. But see, it's a lazy spirit in that. Anytime a man would rather, it's almost like another man taking off his drawers and you come right behind him and put his drawers on. And I'm not talking about knocking that nigga. I'm talking about some of you niggas really be coming with the best deals for some real hoes that fuck with real pimps. And you know what I mean? You waiting by the garbage can. You waiting for either pimping to blow the broad or whatever happened. You waiting by the garbage can. Instead of going out there and creating something from scratch. Who have you created in the game? I'm gonna leave y'all alone. I know some of y'all will get too quiet on that. Who have you created in the game? Some of these niggas be talking about they been pimping for 20 years, but when we be having these conversations, niggas get quiet. Because they can't give you no game on how to turn on and turn out a woman. They can't. They whole damn career, it come from being in Vegas or being in places like Miami and this broad, she was with him, this broad was with him, or this broad, she was with him. Oh, she's a thief. She was with this dude for 10 years. That type of shit. Who have you turned out? Who you turned out to the game? I remember one nigga telling me this nigga was in his 40s. And the nigga said he ain't never turned out nobody before. I just got quiet. Free saw the look on my face. I just turned my head. You in your 40s and you say you been doing this shit for almost 20 years and you ain't never turned out a woman to the game? Come on, man. Stop that. I done turned out Christians, Muslims, lesbians. Like, I really got, Let me just say this, man. It's some women that called me for consultation, and let's just say them consultations turned into other things. I'm gonna leave it at that. And even before I had those consultations, it's this thing called, getting at the bitch. I was always at the bitch. Shout out to them Portland niggas too. Because one thing I know about veteran Portland pimps, they always at the bitch. If you've ever campaigned with a veteran pimp from Portland, he is always at the bitch. Y'all could be having a conversation. He gonna get out that conversation and hurry up and get at that bitch. The veteran pimps that I know that's from Portland, they always got good ass R&B playing and they are always at the bitch. Motherfucker might be talking to you, be like, man, supposed Prince, man, I heard your dog died, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Man, I'm sorry, man. What's the name? That? Yeah, man, I'm sorry to hear that. And then while they having a serious conversation, some old fine ass brown skin thing with a big ass booty and just cold thighs. All right, man, I'll see y'all in a minute, man. Y'all stay up here. He's gonna get at the bench. Got time to be talking to a whole bunch of niggas? I'm at the bitch. Give me the bitch. I can chop it up with the pimpin' anytime, man. I'm at the bitch, man. All right, man. Blessings to y'all. At the bitch. Too much just asking a question. I don't know what you asked, but But let me just say this. You know what I mean? When you dealing with, I think I need to probably do a video on that. Yeah, I just moved to a next question. I'll hit y'all with a video one day on talking about squares, talking about turnouts. And in the future, I'm gonna do a video. Well, I'm gonna have to really set it up because I don't want it to be too. I don't want it to be incriminating, but I'll just say this, man. It'd be nice one of these days I do a video and I just let some of the women, man, that I've turned out to the game, tell you how I turned them out. Yeah. They'll sit up there, man, and let you know how I did it. And I'm gonna tell you this: if I didn't have the knowledge that I have, because a lot of women that I turned out to the game, certain women that I turned out to the game, I didn't turn them out because I was talking about pimping. I got their interest because I was talking about life. I was talking about music. My conversation is not limited. So by my conversation not being limited, man, we could talk about anything, baby. What you want to talk about? Is Donny Hathaway a better vocalist than Stevie Wonder? Sure he was. Girl, what you know about birth back rack? Man, I thought I was the only one that around this age group that knew things like that. Wow, you know about Stanley Clark. You know what I mean? Like, for real, like when you're knowledgeable pertaining to music or art, religion, or maybe you want to have a conversation pertaining to sociology, whatever. It could just be a conversation, about the issues within the black community, or statements that celebrities said. I don't know. But don't let your conversation be limited. Remember that the best way to get a woman in your lifestyle is conveying knowledge and wisdom pertaining to life itself. If all the pimps are talking about pimping and hoeing, you need to be the only pimp that's talking about Shakespeare. You need to be the only pimp talking about King Solomon. You need to be the only pimp talking about Paul Lawrence Dunbar, talking about the infinite mind of Harold Washington. You could talk about the teachings of, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Just don't let your conversation be limited. If everybody's, yeah, bitch, and then one pimp, he crying on Facebook, man, the game ain't what it used to be. You need to separate yourself from them. All right, coming with some new. Okay, he said, P, you said you wouldn't stop a P from campaigning at your bitch, right? But what if the bitch crossed the street and he follows the bitch on foot though, P? What if he's talking to her while she's talking to a trick? And the tricks are scared to date the bitch because they see P hollering at her. What if the nigga is walking in the middle of the street with the bitch? Okay, I'm gonna read these questions again. Get my likes up, man. I know it's only 405 people listening, but make them likes, look like the viewers. I'm gonna say that again. P, you said that you wouldn't stop a P. Hold on, the signal messed up, so let me say that again. P, you said that you wouldn't stop a P from campaigning at your bitch, right? But what if the bitch crosses the street and he follows her on foot though? What if he's talking to her while she's talking to a trick? And tricks are scared to date the bitch because they see P hollering at her. What if the nigga is walking in the middle of the street with the bitch? I'm glad that you asked this question. Well, these questions, P. First of all, let's examine what you said. You said, what if the bitch crosses the street and he follows her on foot though? Okay, let's deal with that. Most pimps that's gonna emotionally react, they're gonna say, oh man, that nigga ain't no pimp, man. Pimps don't do that. But that's not true. You gotta learn how to say pimps shouldn't do that instead of pimps don't do that, because I've seen pimps do that. I have. So let me just say this. Do I think it's wise? No. Do I think that's pimpish? No. If that bitch walks across the street or she runs across the street, I am not going to be Flojo for the hoe. I'm not going to do cardio for a hoe that never gave me dough. I'm not crossing the street. The only way that I can see a pimp crossing the street, you understand me, when a bitch crossed the street, is because she laughed at something he said, she smiled, she said something or did something to make P, be at the bitch like that. But if she ain't smiled, she ain't laughed, she hasn't given him no type of response whatsoever, and for him to be crossing the street with the bitch and, making himself hot, this looks stupid. And even if the bitch did get out of bounds with you, it's still a way, to do things, because I done seen pimps sit up there and follow a bitch and he not even paying attention to the police looking dead at him. For real. I done seen niggas get at the bitch, and while he's sitting over there getting at the bitch, he's sitting over there hollering and screaming, and he not even looking at the police, sitting in the car looking dead at his dumb ass. Seriously. Hold on for a minute. I don't know what dude said, but hopefully y'all blocked his ass. Terminated him. Took him outside, killed him 3 times. But let me say this to you. I'm not crossing the street on foot. First of all, I'm not even gonna disrespect my Louis. I'm not even gonna disrespect these cheap ass Gucci's. You understand me? I don't give a fuck if I had on some Jordans or what. I'm not gonna do none of that shit. I'm not about to do no cardio over a bitch that I'm not. No. But to the next man, he might think that shit is funny. Let me also say this to you young niggas, man. Hey man, stop running behind bitches and recording. You know what I mean? You chasing the bitch like this one dude, he be on Fig and he just chasing the bitch and he's recording himself. She running, she think that she about to die. And I'm thinking to myself like, bitch, if he wanted to catch your stupid ass, bitch, he could have been caught you. He's not trying to catch you, bitch. He's just trying to record you because you fearful and you hollering, bitch. So he's sitting over there recording your dumb ass so he can post it on his page and get some likes and follows. But that is not pimpish. We do not run behind bitches on the blade and record them and yeah. Another round. Yeah, another time. We don't do that. That's not pimpish. That's not even fly. That ain't even something a fly nigga gonna do. Y'all be making these bitches too important and the bitch ain't never even gave you a dime. She ain't never gave you $1. And you just doing cardio for the bitch. Running across the street. I remember one time I seen a nigga get out the passenger side. He got out the passenger side of another pimp's ride and just ran up on the bitch. True story. That nigga sat up there, you understand me, and got out the car and ran up on the bitch. You know what I mean? Got out the car and just started running. Now, let me explain my statement, because some of y'all misunderstood. And get the likes up. Get them likes over 400. But let me say this to you. When I said that I wouldn't stop P from campaigning at my bitch, I meant a pimp. I meant a motherfucking pimp campaigning with his mouth. Because pimps campaign with their mouth. Pimps don't campaign with their hands. Pimps don't be touching broads that ain't his. You know what I mean? You ain't never gonna see a pimp sitting over there, you understand me, talking to no hoe while she talking to a trick. When I see a hoe talking to a trick, only language I'm gonna speak to that hoe is the vernacular of silence. Because she at the money right now. So if I'm hindering the bitch from making money, then how the fuck I'm gonna break the bitch for some money? You gonna make the bitch think that you trying to break her off for some pussy instead of break the bitch for some motherfucking currency if you keep causing motherfucking discrepancies on the blade where she can't even sit up there and make no motherfucking money. You know what I mean? So no, I wouldn't dare do no shit like that. We don't talk to hoes when they talking to tricks. No. If you drive up and you just so happen to see a broad talking to this Mexican or to this white dude, man, you drive right past them. The only time that I have ever, and it's got me, I did not, doing this type of shit. But the only time that I have ever talked to a bitch while she was with a trick was, you know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie, I used to do this shit. And I'm not telling y'all to do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. This was just Sin's doing this shit. But it'd be a pretty little bitch that I wanted to get at. And while she with a trick, the trick, hey buddy, that's a nice suit. And because he spoke to me, he opened the door for me to come in. You understand me? So now because the trick acknowledged me while he's with this hoe that I want to knock, Sin gonna sit up there, hey man, this suit look nice, but it don't look as nice as that woman, man, that's on your arm, or that woman that you got holding hands with. Yeah, I give you this suit for that woman, any day, man. You got the greatest taste in the city of Las Vegas right now. There is nobody that has a woman as beautiful as the woman that's with you right now. You got the best taste that I have seen. I don't even want to say this too loud because a lot of husbands might get, offended. But man, you got the best taste in the city of Las Vegas right now. And not only do I got, the trick smiling, I got the bitch smiling too. I done did shit like that. You know what I mean? Sin gonna do shit. Hey, I'm so cold with it. I done did this shit with husbands had their wives, boyfriend, got girlfriend. Sometimes I'm not gonna even acknowledge the bitch. I'm gonna say, hey man, I just wanted to tell you, man, you got the best taste, in the city right now. Oh man, oh man, good looking, man. Yeah, I just had to tell you, man. You know what I mean? One black man to another black man, or one man to another man. You know what I mean? You got the best taste out here, man. You know what I mean? That's special right there, man. You be blessed. And while he's smiling and laughing, the bitch smiling from ear to ear too. Like, yeah, bitch. Even though I'm talking to this nigga, you know what I mean? I'm really speaking indirectly, but directly to you, though. Yeah, on some sinful type. Yeah. So, the bitch knows she ain't stupid. Bitch, I want your motherfucking Boston baked bean head ass. I don't give a fuck about this nigga that you with. You know what I mean? I just sat up there and complimented his taste, so I could directly tell you, bitch, how fine your motherfucking ass is and how you need to sit up there and get away from him and so you can talk to a pimp, though. Yeah. So, just keeping that thing so motherfucking 100, right? As far as, getting at the bitch, on the blade when she crossing the street and then you got some broads, they haven't been laced really by the pimping. You, like I said, you would never see a hoe of mine. If you sweat my bitch, a bitch of mine ain't gonna never sit up there and run from you and run right to security and tell security that you getting at her. If it's a seasoned pimp spitting his motherfucking pimping at a hoe of mine, hey man, I ain't got nothing to do with that. It's for that hoe to stay in pocket. I'm not gonna, AP, let the bitch work. So when I was saying that, I was talking to people like Sapoba the Prince. I'm talking about pimps. I'm talking about individuals that's authentic. Niggas that's pimping with their mouth, not their hand. Niggas that's not running across the street, trying to be Barry Sanders, with the hoe. No, that's not what I was saying. I was talking about when the pimping is sweating your hoe, You know what I mean? And niggas be sitting over there pulling up on pimping. AP, AP. Yeah, man. Yeah, the bitch. Yeah, she smoking for a P, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, she fucking with some P. Yeah, P, man. You know, let the hoe work, man. I'm just pulling up, man, to let you know, man. Yeah, that's my hoe, man. That's my. I don't do lame ass shit like that. I'm not gonna be standing in a circle of pimps telling pimps that this is my hoe. Who gives a fuck if this my hoe, nigga? Get at the bitch. I don't think not a nan nigga in this motherfucking circle got more game than me. I don't think it's one nigga in the game that spit colder pimping than me. So with that being said, man, get at that bitch, man. You think that you think you gonna knock a bitch that come from me because of the car you drive or the chain you got on or the ring you got on or the words that you got? Man, go ahead. Man, get at that bitch. Sweat that bitch till the rapture come, nigga. You know what I mean? Because when it come to me, when it come to niggas like me, man, we do not care about pimps sweating the hoes. Because without pimps sweating your hoe, you don't even know what you got. You don't even know whether you got a diamond or a Cuban zirconia, nigga. You don't even know what you got. You sitting over there treating this Chinese food jewelry ass bitch like she's some real jewelry. You don't even know what you got. The blade is the diamond tester. When the pimps is getting at your hoe, nigga, you seeing, you understand me, what's in that bitch. Is she gonna stand? Or is she gonna be a choosy Susie? Is she gonna fall? You won't never know if you don't send her out there. How you gonna know a bitch loyal to you if she never been tested? Come on, man. And no disrespect, you know what I mean? But how you gonna say you a fly nigga? How you gonna say you a fly, confident nigga or even an arrogant nigga and you scared to allow another man to get at your bitch? Nigga, it ain't a nigga in this game, nigga, that I fear. Not one. You know? So no, man, you know what I mean? If you really about this pimping, hey man, let that nigga sweat that hoe. But as far as niggas running across the street and chasing the bitch and walking all in the middle of the street, I don't know where you niggas got that from, but walking in the middle of the street, hey man, that's some hoe shit. I'm not walking in no middle of the street. Only reason why I can see a pimp walking in the middle of the street, you know, with this bitch, because the bitch got disrespectful and people about to cut the bitch head. You know, that's the only reason why, you know what I mean, I can see a pimp getting in the middle of the street because he about to open. If it don't be for a pimp, you know, giving this bitch that Sugar Ray Robinson special, if he not giving that bitch that Sugar Ray Leonard special, that Sonny Liston French fries, hey man, check it out. I couldn't see a reason, a logical, meaningful, justifiable reason on why a pimp would be in the middle of the street walking behind no goddamn hoe. That shit look hoish, man. You know what I mean? That shit don't look pimpish, man. Yeah, spread the word, man. Tell them young niggas, man. Hey, man, that shit look terrible, man. Following all up behind. Then a lot of the bitches that y'all be following behind, the bitch is trash. That bitch trash. I could just look at certain bitches and tell that the bitch only got $150 on her or $200. Man, this bitch ain't got no mother. Man, you making these motherfucking nothings into somethings, man. You sitting over there making somebody that's unimportant important. Who's important enough for a pimp to be all in the middle of the street looking crazy? Stop it. Because I got the game from your confident. Oh my God, wow. I didn't follow through with suicide because I got the game from your confident. Wow. You fucked me up with that. Wow, Universal. Wow. Blessings to you, brother. I appreciate the Most High that He blessed me to be a yielded vessel to convey words of encouragement for you to maintain your life, brother. Wow, you really just messed me up with that. Wow. I'm glad that you're still here, loved one. Blessings to you, man. Wow, you never know who you been a blessing to. Damn, I was so into your message, I forgot to even say thank you for the 15. Thank you, brother. Wow. Wow. Um, Yeah, man, you really messed me up with that one. But let me get back to this game. Wow, man. But let me just say this to you. You know, when it comes to getting at the broad, always remember that you want to carry yourself, or whether you're on the phone, whether you're in person, you want to be the best definition of valuable. You want to be a trophy. You want to be the prize. And what trophy is in the middle of the street chasing bitches? What nigga that's governed by the spirit of flyness is sitting over there, you understand me, taking a phone and hitting the record button while chasing a broad up the street? What man do you know? Hold on. What man do you know that's governed by the spirit of flyness would actually tell you, you understand me, that he's hitting the record button and he's threatening a woman? I'ma kill you. Or if you don't get up off this track, you know what I mean? If none of the homies know you, you know what I mean, you gonna get killed. If I see you on this blade one more time, I'ma throw you in the trunk. All of this stupid shit. I'm not even just talking to pimps. What fly ass nigga do this? Y'all gotta get it right, man. Come on. Don't disrespect yourself. It ain't about just disrespecting the game. Don't disrespect yourself like that. She not even important enough to do all of that. You know? Some of them bitches be outside socializing, and bitch ain't sit up there, you understand me, and check $500, and she been out here for 8 or 9 hours. Come on, man. And you chasing behind that bitch? You crazy. You crazy. Hold on for a minute. Let me do this right quick. But yes, as far as if I see a pimp sweating my woman, if I see a pimp sweating my women, you know, if I was in your position, no, brother, I'm not gonna bother the pimping. The pimping gonna campaign. Because one thing about a real hoe, you know, a real hoe gonna be at a trick. A pimp's place is in a hoe's face, and a hoe's place is in a trick face. So, you know what I mean? A bitch know not to sit up there and hit me talking about the pimp is sweating her. You know, and sometimes you gotta let a bitch sit up there, you understand me, and just talk herself into getting her hair, you know, done. You know, because a bitch might have to get her hair done if she say the wrong shit. People, what you mean get her hair done? You know, the bitch called me and she talking about some, yeah, you know, it's this guy, you know, he keeps sweating me and he hollering out the car and he done made a U-turn and he just been doing this for 10 minutes. He just been sweating me. And I might say, he just been sweating you? What car he drive? He in a blue Cadillac. Oh, he in a blue Cadillac? What he say his name was? He said his name Sin the Prince. Yup, he said his name Sin the Prince. So you know the color car that he driving? You know his name? Seemed like you was listening, bitch. Oh, what you mean? He was just. You thought that man's name was important, that you memorized it. You memorized his name. You know what I mean? You thought that nigga was so important that you know what type of car he drive. You know the color that he in and everything. So, you know what I mean? Let me go ahead. You know what I mean? You said he in a blue Cadillac. You said his name's Sin Ful The Prince. Maybe I need to pick you up right now and take you to him. Oh my God, Sin, why are you acting like this? Why are you acting like this? Oh my God, Sin, no, I don't want to choose up with him. No, no, bitch, shut up. You know what type of car the nigga in. You know his name, everything. You know what I mean? No, Sin, don't fire me. Don't fire. Listen. Listen, little bitch. When you on the blade, the best way to get away from the pimping is what? I crossed the street. I ran across. Bitch, what is the best way to get away from the pimping? I mean, I sat down at the bus stop. I ain't even sat down. You sat down at a bus stop, bitch. Bitch, you acting goofy right now. What is the best way to get away from the pimping? I don't know, Sam. What is it? Bitch, the best way to sit up there and get away from the pimping, bitch, is to catch a date. The reason why you hearing Sin Ful The Prince, and the reason why you know his name is because he's on his job. A pimp's place is in a motherfucking hoe's face, and he's on his job. That's why you know his name. That's why you know the color car that he driving. You understand me? That's why you know, because he's on his job. I'm not going to stop another P from being on his job. And the reason why he had all the opportunities in the world to keep sweating you because you're not on yours. See, hoes that's on dates, they don't have to deal with, a pimp in a blue Cadillac, talking to him. Why? Because they on dates. See, when you in a trick's car, you don't have to worry about, a guy in a blue Cadillac pulling up on you. You don't got to worry about things like that. Why? Because you're constantly catching dates. But when pimps get encouraged to keep talking to you. Pimps is going to stay at you. They going to be at your motherfucking ass. You know why? Bitch, do you know why? Because I wasn't at the money. Come on, man. I done had them conversations, man, thousands of times, man. And if it didn't go verbatim like that, it was always something like that. And especially, I can see why you niggas be scared to come pimp in California. I'm not even on that. Yeah, baby, that's just the connect, Scorpio. You're gonna have to forgive me, baby. Don't hurt me. But yeah, baby, that connection keep backsliding. You know what I mean? Like I ain't even gonna say that. I was gonna say the connection keep backsliding like somebody's marriage, but I'm not even gonna mention his marriage. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, the connection keep moving around, you know what I mean? Like LeBron, baby. From team to team, I do that. But let me just say this to you, man. Always keep pressure on that bitch. You can stay out of a lot of discrepancies and misunderstandings with the pimping if you just pimp. What I said was just so simple, but it's so hard for you niggas to do. You can stay out of misunderstandings with the pimping all by just pimping. Hey, Prince, that was so... Hey, that shit right there, you understand me? That's so simple. You can stay out of discrepancies with the pimping just by pimping. All you got to do is pimp. You know what I mean? A lot of misunderstandings between pimps can really, you understand me, be non-existent. All you got to do is pimp. That's the solution. All you got to do... Good evening to you, baby. All you got to do is pimp. You don't got to do nothing else but pimp. That's all you got to do. So instead of getting into it with Sin Ful The Prince because he's sweating your hoe, you know what I mean? Why don't you put pressure on the bitch to catch a date? Because if your bitch had caught a motherfucking date, you understand me, Sin Ful The Prince wouldn't have had the opportunity to sweat her motherfucking ass. Keep the pressure on the bitch. Now, when you got, you know what I mean, goofies that's running the bitch across the street and running behind her and all of that dumbass shit, that's when you supposed to check that shit. Yeah, that's when pimping come out. Yeah, that's when pimping gonna come out. If a nigga put his hands on the bitch, you know what I mean, or sit up there, you understand me, check. One time I had to sit up there and come out, for 20 on 27th Street. Yeah, I had to come out. And the reason why I had to come out because this nigga, he wanted to sit up there and chase, this little white bitch, that I had at the time. He wanted to just keep chasing the bitch. And I knew the bitch wasn't lying because the bitch calls me and she sits up there and puts it on speaker, and I'm hearing him in the background like, you can't keep running forever. You can't keep running forever, bitch. I'm gonna chase you all night. I'm gonna chase you all night. He's saying this. So I said, God damn, man, why I gotta deal with these goofies? I wanna just stay at the house with my motherfucking feet kicked up. You understand me? Yes, chopping it up with the pimpin' at my house. You know what I mean? Or at that Venetian or some other fly ass resort in Scottsdale, Old Town Scottsdale, but instead of me, enjoying the fruits of my motherfucking game, I gotta get up now. I gotta sit up there, you understand me, and come to the blade because some goofy keep chasing, like just dumbass shit. And then when I see the nigga, oh man, P, you know what I mean? My bad, man. My bad, man. You know what I mean, man? At first he was trying to put on a front, you know what I mean? Like the bitch was lying, but I'm telling him that, man, I heard you the whole motherfucking time. The bitch stood up there and put this motherfucking thing on speaker. I was like, man, you was so thirsty, I heard you. And finally, he admit the truth and let me know that he was holding some dollars. I'm like, man, well, just let pimps know, man, that you're doing bad, man. And if you sweat motherfucking hoes accordingly, a pimp might just give you a jug. But all of this, like, this motherfucking FloJo shit you doing, man, that shit ain't, man, running up and down the street like you Deion Sanders when he was with the Atlanta Falcons, nigga, that shit ain't cool. So, we gotta understand it, but yeah, man, like shit like that. Your women have to be able to know that they gonna be able to handle your business without any fear, without getting killed, without, you know what I mean? When the woman go outside, she should have the utmost confidence that she gonna be able to return with everything she was sent to get out there and get, and come back with her life as well. Not just with a new trap, but also with her life. You don't want a bitch out there being scary, because once you got a bitch out there that's afraid, she feel that anybody can beat her. She feel that anybody can put their hands on her. Once a bitch know that anybody and everybody can do anything to her and there's no consequence for it, man, your trap is gonna look very terrible. Because you got a scared ass bitch. You know what I mean? You got a scared ass bitch that's scared to do something. She's scary. She's fearful. So whenever you got a woman that's fearful outside, you about to have some fearful ass money. You about to get them fearful traps. That fearful ass shit. So yeah, man, pimp, anytime when a pimp gotta check that shit, hey man, check that shit. Don't let that shit go too far. You know what I mean? Because now your ass done set up there, you understand me, and allowed, the shit to go too motherfucking far. And now, you understand me, the shit could continue, and now you got a scary ass bitch coming in with scary ass money. Nah, man. Pimp got bills to pay. Pimp got a life to live. So whenever you got to checkmate some shit, it is what it is. And one thing about real pimps, a real pimp, hey man, he might not got a gang banging history. He might not never was a gangster. But one thing about a real pimp is he's a motherfucking man. So this nigga could be a Crip, a Blood, GD, BD, Stone, Vice, whatever the fuck he claimed to be. He could be all of that. But a pimp that's a man. And one thing I know about pimps, they proudful. Pimps be having pride. So even though this nigga might be a gangster, he might be all of this shit. But I'm not about to have no motherfucking woman or women, that I'm presiding over, and she's scared to do this, she's scared to do that because of this nigga. So me and this nigga about to bump heads. because he's flesh and blood just like I'm flesh and blood. And I'd be damned if, you understand me, another nigga, because he putting the fear of God in the bitch heart, she afraid to get my money. Nah. So now we about to bump heads. And I can give a less fuck about what gang or what your history is or any of that, because now, you taking food out of my mouth. And I'm not going to, continue to talk, about what'll probably go on. But if it go too far, then it is what it is. He's not going. Any pimp. No real pimp is not going to allow any man to have fear in his home. No. I know you niggas be looking at movies and you seen certain skits and you think all pimps are like Cat Williams and you think all pimps are just light skinned and long hair and feminine acting and all of that shit. Hey man, that's not it. You know what I mean? A pimp will kill your motherfucking ass. Don't get this shit twisted. Hold on, let me get back to this. But yeah, that answers that question. I didn't mean that, all that goofy ass shit that you started, P. I meant for a well-seasoned pimp that's spitting nothing but pimping at the bitch. A pimp that's spitting nothing but pimping at the bitch and getting at the bitch with pimping, he shouldn't be interrupted. Because a seasoned pimp, when he see a hoe, talking to a trick, he ain't got nothing to say. A seasoned, pimp, that's governed by the spirit of flyness, he not gonna be chasing bitches all up and down the street and, running across the street. No, he's not gonna do that. He's not even gonna disrespect his manicured nails doing that type of shit. I don't even know what cologne P got on, but like I keep telling you, that cologne that a pimp got on, that's not gonna mix good with sweat. This bitch ain't worth me sweating and running across the street. No, man. Nah. So the people, the things that you was naming, I'm not gonna say that it's not possible that this person might be a pimp doing this unpimping shit. But most of the time when that unpimping shit is going on, that's gangbangers and strangers and, idiots and Ritalin babies doing that shit. That ain't got nothing to do, with this pimping. Nah. Okay, I can kind of move on. But yeah, that remind me one night, man, that nigga YT, rest in peace. YT had knocked a fine ass bitch, he was campaigning in that North Town. And damn, what's that strip club in North Town? I think the Palomino. And so YT sit up there, you understand me, and get a fine ass, thick ass stripper. Nigga, if I call Freeze right now, he could just freestyle. He don't need me to coach him or none of that. All you gotta do is say the stripper that YT had knocked, that he, nigga, when YT set that bitch down, when that stripper put her feet on concrete, and YT, cause she didn't have some cool little hoe clothes for the strip. So YT bitch is a lot smaller. YT used to have a bitch by the name of Caramel. So he took some of Caramel's attire. He put one of Caramel's little fits on this thick ass stripper bitch. The whole Las Vegas strip lost their mind. You seen nothing but pimps, simps, gangbangers, strangers, crackheads. Everybody and their mama was trying to have this bitch. This man, they were so on this bitch, man, that the bitch started crying. I lie to you not. They was on this bitch so hard that the bitch started crying. Everybody was talking to her, old men, babies, you know what I mean? Everybody, crackheads, motherfuckers was coming up from the sewer. The dude that used to be in the wheelchair singing on the bridge, everybody was at this bitch, man. And she just started crying because everybody was in her face. Hold on. Just imagine, see, you can't imagine that, but just imagine, you know what I mean, you a dude and, you got a body that all the women want, But every woman ain't attractive. You got old women and dusty women getting at you, and motherfuckers got stank ass breath, and everybody just getting it. Like, man, shout out to my nigga David J. Y'all need to check out David J channel, man. Make sure you go to YouTube and in the search, put in David J. You know, especially for you players. You know what I mean? For you young players, man. David J got some good game for all the players, you know? Yeah, check his channel out, man. You know, shout out to little bro. Love Dave. Okay, let me move on. Oh Lord. I don't even know if I should answer this. I could just open up the phone lines now. But let me just go ahead and get this question out the way. I'll answer it. Fuck it. Sin, have you ever thought that there are some hoes that don't need a pimp? Because I paid 2 niggas and didn't have nothing when I was with them. But for the last 7 months, I have been by myself and I have more to show for my hoeing than when I was with the pimpin'. What do you think about that? You know, let me know what you think. I'm gonna say that again. Okay, that messed up. Let me read that again. Sin, have you ever thought that there was some hoes that don't need a pimp? Because I paid 2 niggas and they didn't have nothing, and I didn't have nothing when I was with them. But for the last 7 months, I have been by myself and I have more to show for my hoeing than when I was with the pimpin'. What do you think about that? First of all, let's examine this shit. Sin, have you ever thought? No, bitch, I've never thought. See, you had already started off wrong. You know, you already started off wrong. Have I ever thought? Bitch, what real pimp sit down and be like, man, you know, I wonder if it's some hoes out there that don't need me, that don't need the pimping. Like, just think of the dumbass shit you said. And you know who I'm talking to that asked me this question. You've been in this game now, I think like 6 or 7 years. You know what I'm saying? You done been in this game a cool little second now to be asking this type of green ass shit. Listen to what you just said. Sin, do you ever what pimp thinks of, man, it's probably some hoes, man, that don't need this pimping. What pimp thinks that? Like, this is what I mean by bitches. It's like y'all be losing y'all mind. What bitch in her right mind would even think of this? A pimp just sitting in his ride like, yeah, man, you know what I mean? I used to think that all hoes was in need of this pimping. But as I begin to reminisce in retrospect, you know what I mean, about this game, you know what I'm saying? The game began to minister to me and it said, you know, Sin, not every hoe needs the pimping. I was like, what you say, game? In the sky, you know what I mean? The game came from the skies and it was like, Sin, not every hoe needs the pimping. I was like, all of this time, I thought that the pimping was a necessity to a hoe, and there's actually a population of hoes that's not in need of instructions, not in need of guidance, not in need of encouragement, not in need of enlightenment to go to the pavement for that development. You mean to tell me that a man in this game is no longer a necessity for a woman in this lifestyle? Wow, game, I didn't know that. Like, if you don't get your big, it's a bird, it's a plane, it must be Eagle Man. Look at those low rates. Bitch, if you don't get your ass up out of here with this goofy ass shit. Now, because I paid, now listen to what you said. I'm just looking at the shit you said. Because I paid 2 niggas. See, you done fucked up already. I paid 2 niggas because now, one of the guys that you paid, I actually know one of the guys that you paid, and he is a pimp. So for you to call him a nigga, but see, That's what happened when you bitches go too long without being around pimping. Yeah, get my likes up, man. Everybody hit the like button. But yeah, that's what happens when you bitches go too motherfucking long without having some pimping presiding over you. You know what I mean? You start, thinking and saying all type of stupid ass shit. You would have never thought like this, you know what I mean, in the presence of being when you was being blessed by the pimping. You would have never thought of stupid ass shit like this. But due to the fact that you ain't been around pimping, you calling the pimping a nigga and all of this shit, that's square within itself. I paid 2 niggas. See what I mean? So, okay, let's go through this dumbass shit that you said. Because I paid 2 niggas and I didn't have nothing when I was with them. See, by me knowing this game for real, a bitch will sit up there and tell you that she didn't have nothing when she was fucking with this 1P, but once you talk to the pimpin', you know what I mean, you can put 2 and 2 and everything together. Because bitch, I don't know that other nigga that you were speaking on, but that other, the other guy, yeah, I know of him, and he is the pimpin'. And just to keep that thing all the way 100, he don't strike me as the type of individual that if he was getting paid the fuck out of and you was paying the shit out of him, you was really hoeing like a motherfucker. He don't strike me as the type of individual, you know what I mean, as a motherfucker that would just do you wrong. You know what I mean? That wouldn't preside over you wisely and reward your hoeing. I don't know, you know what I mean? But from the outside looking in, you know what I mean? Nah, I can't go for that. Like I said, bitches will sit up there and tell you, oh, when I was with him, I didn't have nothing. He didn't do this to me. And then come to find out when you was with P, you wasn't making no money. You was getting out of pocket. You was doing out of bounds shit. You was bringing in more attitude than multitude. So if you bringing in more attitude than multitude, then I can understand why you don't have a multitude of materialistics to show for your attendance when you was with them. How the pimpin' gonna sit up there and buy you something, you know what I mean, with nothing that you didn't give them? How the pimpin' gonna, think about that. How is the pimpin' gonna do something for a hoe that has not sit up there, you understand me, and hold her ass up and sit up there, you understand me, and been a blessing to the pimpin' with her horn? If you have not sit up there and paid the shit out of pimpin', you know what I mean, this lifestyle is called pimpin' and hoeing. The pimpin', if you ain't been a blessing to the pimpin', I can tell you why you don't got shit to show for your game. What does he have to show for your hoeing? If he ain't got nothing to show for your hoeing, then I can tell you why you don't have. Show me a bitch that say basically why she don't have, and let me see the pimp that she was with. And if P don't have nothing to show for the time basically that he was presiding over her, I can tell you why she don't have. You understand me? I can't see the pimpin' sitting over there purchasing something for you that your hoeing didn't earn. I can't see it. I just can't see that. Some dudes will try to buy a bitch. I've seen niggas do that in the game. I've seen niggas try to buy hoes. But pimps don't buy hoes though. Yeah, pimps don't buy hoes. Pimps don't buy materialistic things, for hoes to maintain them. Pimps don't do that. Pimps don't buy materialistic things for hoes, that haven't earned it. She haven't earned these things, and you just buying it just to sit up there and maintain her, just so you could keep taking pictures with her. And nah, man, nah. You got some guys like that though. I ain't calling out no names, but you got some guys that really be out here buying situations to make a situation appear like it's pimping and hoeing, So he has to sit up there and buy this and buy that and buy this and buy that, to keep her occupied, to keep her happy, but he's trying to buy a hoe. Pimps don't buy hoes. Pimps pimp on hoes. And pimps reward hoes that's on one accord, you know what I mean, with this game. That's what that is, simplicity. Okay, moving on. You know, have I ever thought about, a hoe, she don't need a pimp. It's not even just a hoe being in need of pimping. A woman is in need of a man. A man needs a woman and a woman needs a man. We are a necessity to one another. We are blessing to one another. You're looking at the lifestyle. You so caught up on pimp this and hoe this. I'm caught up on man and man this and woman that. Yeah, I'm not so caught up in the titles within a lifestyle. I'm caught up on man, woman, woman, man. That's what I'm caught up on. You know? But yeah, man, without any further ado, I answered your questions on another thing. Hold on. Let me I answered your questions on another thing. Hold on. Let me answer your questions on another thing. Hold on. Get my audio right. Let me answer your questions on another thing. Hold on. Get my audio right. There we go. Sin had to get the audio right with Young. Okay, hold on. There we go. Right, Prince. They gonna call me like AP. My hoe called me slipping. You know what I mean? I think my hoe, called me digging in my nose. And I just want to know, now that my hoe finally seen me digging my nose, is she gonna leave me? Do she still see me as a pimp? You know what I mean? I didn't even mean to dig in my nose, saying it was just that my nose was itching. So at that time, man, I just digged in it a little bit, and my hoe seen me, man, and man, I don't know, man. She might blow up tonight, P. You got any words of encouragement for a young pimp man that digged in his nose in front of his hoe? Stupid shit. Dumb. No, please don't call up in here with none of that shit tonight. You know? Yeah, P. You know what I mean? I want to know, man. Is it okay to fuck one hoe, with another hoe that's in the house? P, what you say? Yeah, like if one hoe horny and she want to get fucked, is it cool to fuck her while another hoe is in the house? Or when I fuck her, should I wait till the other hoe or the other hoes is gone? P, let me know, man. You know what I mean? You got the game, Sinful. Let me know, man. Should I wait to fuck my hoe, when all the other hoes is gone? Or should I fuck her, with all the hoes in there? Let me know, P. Let me know. Hold on. With all the hoes in there. Let me know, P. Let me know. Hold on. Hold on. With all the hoes in there. Let me know, P. Alright, cool. Now we can get to it. But yeah, y'all be calling, asking them type of questions. It ain't, and listen, I don't want to beat up on you too much because there's no such thing as a dumb question. Okay, of course I want some good questions to be asked, but at the same time, I don't want to scare you. So let me stop. Somebody will get scared. Okay, you can call me now. Hold on. All right. Okay, you see my number. My number is pinned right now in the comment section. You can call me right now. And please, while I'm talking to somebody, wait till after I finish the conversation to call in. Don't call when you hear me talking to somebody. It ain't like I'm gonna get off the phone and say, "Oh, you call. Let me get." No, come on, man. And shout out to Star Report. Star is always sending people from his Star Report is always sending people from his channel over here. Shout out to Star. Hello?
What's happening, bro?
What's going on with it?
Shit, this Sir the Otter, man. You know what I mean? I've been following your page for a minute. You feel me?
Okay, okay. Blessings to
Yeah.
you.
So I'm speaking from my situation, right? I've been out the game for a minute due to a situation I really don't want
Put out
to,
there.
elaborate on at this time. You feel me? But my thing is, I'm trying to network with P's and get back in this shit, man. So, what's some things I can, you know what I mean?
Oh, there we go. By me not knowing the situation in totality, I'm on the outside
Yeah,
looking in. I don't know why you stopped, you know. So I'm limited as far as the game that I can give you because I don't know your
yeah,
reason for stopping. But what I will say, if you need to talk to me privately, about your situation, and you can get more in detail, we can speak in private about it. But until you basically give me some more information on why you stopped supposedly pimping, um, I can't really give you everything that I desire to give you because you have given me nothing concerning why you stopped.
for sure, for sure. I mean, I can say this much, you know what I mean? Shit got hot and it got ugly, you know what I mean? That's the most I can say right now, you feel me?
Yeah, well, if it got hot and ugly, as you say it did, it got hot and ugly, for a reason.
Yeah,
So, when it got hot and ugly, what I mean, for a reason, what I mean, did you think about the reason or the reasons why, what I mean, this transpired and then, how it's hindered you from doing what you profess that you are or profess what you was doing? Like during this time that you've been on the sideline, have you thought about, things and what you did wrong? Have you thought about, what I mean, the stumbling blocks that, you may have caused or created with the things that you was doing or not doing?
yeah, yeah, definitely. For sure. I know I played a part in it, even if so I didn't play 100%. I played a part in it, you feel me? And I
Right.
realized that I'm not in denial about that at all.
Okay. Well, I just put it to you like this, man. I've always told you guys that this game is a consuming fire. And, as bad as stumbling blocks and hurdles and bad situations may be, I've never ran into a situation that was just, and I faced life sentences at the age of 23 years old, with only 10 months in the game. And so, I never one time, even in that circumstance, thought about leaving this game.
Yeah.
So, something had to be like way out there for you to tell me that, what I mean, you just got out the game and, man. So maybe you need to speak to me privately, about your
For
situation
sure.
because I can't see a young man, a young active P, just leave the lifestyle alone. He's able to just put it down and then just come back up to it like it's some basketball and be like, where was I? The game
Now I
ain't,
know what you mean for sure.
yeah. So, yeah, man, just get at me, privately, man. Go to my website, set up a consultation, and we can chop it up.
For sure.
Blessings to you.
All right, bro.
All right. Yeah, I was gonna go that route, Prince, but at the same time, I don't know what could have transpired. I'm actually curious to find out, you know, why it was like that. Okay, hello.
Yeah, yeah, what's going on?
Oh man, some more.
All
What's
right,
going on with you?
all right. I got a two-part question.
Uh huh.
All right. Okay, here it is. Okay. Okay, you call it like the activity of fucking a female, fucking before getting money, what do you call it? Chipping?
If you having sex, you know, with a broad that's currently a square that has not, of course, she ain't done nothing or anything for you. She's not hoeing, you know, but you stuck your dick in her. You know, this is chipping.
Right, right, right. Okay. Then again, you speak on it as if it's like an iniquity.
Do you know what an
So
iniquity
my
is?
thing is, what's wrong with
Hold on, stop. Do you know what an iniquity is?
or like a sin, or like it's wrong?
Yeah, but yeah, you got to do. You can't be using words that you don't know.
Like this is uh, it's wrong to do. Shouldn't do it. And
An iniquity,
then again, I've been
an
fucking
iniquity would be something like what Derek Jackson did. That's an iniquity. It was hidden. He was in sin,
right.
but yet he was hiding it. You know, and I wasn't ever
Okay.
speaking of chipping as being an iniquity. I don't know where you got that from.
Okay, yeah, not iniquity. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay,
Not hiding.
okay.
You know what I mean? Like shit, I've been fucking, you know what I mean? Fucking, way before I, got a dollar. So,
Okay, so what's your point? What's your question?
okay, the question is, what's wrong with it?
What's wrong with having sex with a woman who has not made one sacrifice for you? What's wrong with, you know, why you got a woman or women out there that's putting their life on the line, and why you got your you know, when you young, you do young things. You know, the Apostle Paul said, when I was a child, I thought as a child, you know. But when you evolve as a man in this game, and especially having a reputation, you know, of a seasoned pimp, no, we don't want to have a reputation, you know what I mean, of having sex, you know what I mean, with a bride, you know what I mean, who's not complying to your instructions. She's not doing anything for the benefit of your pimping. So basically, you giving this bride, you know, you without her basically doing anything, you know what I mean, to even gain that, to have that. You just gave it away as if it was the air of God, as if that easy. You know, she didn't have to earn it. She didn't have to do anything, you know, of sacrifice to gain, you know what I mean, to be blessed, you know what I mean, with the sword of a pimp, with the blessing of a pimp, you know? And your other women, why they now here you are, you telling women to charge, you telling your women to tell the world it's a fee to see. You telling your women, you know what I mean, that it's purse first and ass last. You telling your women, you know what I mean, to not do anything, you know what I mean, unless basically, you know what I mean, a certain price is paid, but yet and still, you're taking your dick, you haven't done, hold on, I don't know why these people are calling while I'm on the phone. But you're having sex, you know what I mean, with a woman who hasn't done anything. You're giving this woman you, and she has not done anything on her own to show you that she even likes you. Because a woman saying that she likes you verbally, you know, to a pimp, that ain't shit. You know, if I can't count it, that shit don't count. So why in the fuck would he be sexually involved with somebody that's not gonna do anything? Because see, one thing about these squares, man, a square will suck your dick and fuck on you, and you can go to jail. And that same motherfucking square, you can have a family member sit up there and call that square and see if that square puts something on your bill. I'm not saying that all of them like that, but man, a square sit up there and suck and fuck on you, and a square be like, damn, that's fucked up. I'm gonna have to write him. Or damn, that's fucked up. I'm gonna be praying for him. But she's not gonna go up there and be outside selling pussy. She not hitting no resorts or casinos to get up in a trick face, you know what I mean? So you can get your freedom, so you can get your liberty in society. She's too honorary to sit up there and sell her motherfucking pussy. You know what I mean? For your motherfucking liberty in society, for your freedom. So why would you want to stick your dick in a bitch that thinks she's too honorary and she's still powerful enough where she wouldn't even sit up there and get down in order for you to basically sit up there and gain your freedom? I wouldn't even want to, man, I wouldn't even want to be involved with no bride like that. You know, you talking about what's wrong with it. That question was so nasty. You know what they had?
I'm just saying, like, okay.
He said, that man said, what's wrong? No, the way you asked that question, you sounded like you was laying in the bed with a square bitch and you had the phone up to her like, what's wrong with it? And she naked in the bed with you like, yeah, what's wrong with it? Nah, go ahead.
Nah, man, I'm just saying, like, shit. You motherfuckers is attracted to these females, so it's like, shit. What? I mean, you know, you see a woman, man.
What's going on, Toya?
What?
Go ahead, player.
Yeah. Nah, I was saying, like, shoot, motherfuckers just might see something that they just want to hit. Or, you know what I mean?
See, but you wouldn't comprehend this because, first of all, you're not the pimper. See, let me also say this. One of the biggest things that separates pimps from square men is that the fact that we are able to deny ourselves. We don't allow lust to govern our behavior. You know, pimps don't allow the erection of his dick, you know what I mean, to govern his pimping. You know, a seasoned pimp that's governed by the game, he's not going to be a victim. Her opinion ain't got no dominion on this man simply because she got some good pussy and some good baptism pool head. No, it don't work like that when it comes to the pimping. You can put a real, you know, authentic pimp, you know, in the bed with some of the most beautifulest women in the world, you know, and a pimp will pimp at them broads' minds. He'll pimp at them broads' ears all night. They can walk around butt ass naked. And a pimp can still sit there and deny himself while still teaching and preaching pimping in the ears of these motherfucking squares. You know, that's why I say the pimping is incredible. You know, he's an impeccable individual. You know, he's a man, you know, that's governed by principles that's bigger than life itself. You know, and that's one of, and then, like I keep saying, one of the best ways to obtain and maintain the mind of a woman is saying something and doing something that she's never heard or seen done before. So if I take my dick out to an attractive woman, she's used to seeing dick. She's used to getting fucked. Everybody want to fuck her. So the moment that she's willing, hold on. The moment that she's willing to give up pussy, you know what I mean, damn near every nigga in the hood is going to sit up there and give the same motherfucking response with their dick. So the pimpin' got to sit up there and say and do things different than what the square would do in that particular circumstance. Because at that circumstance, if you look at most relationships, the man, he waiting on to the woman to say when they can fuck. She's at the driver's seat of the relationship. He can't have no pussy unless she sit up there and say, all right, come on, get it. You know what I mean? But she can't do that with the pimping though. You know what I'm saying?
But it'd be so crazy. It'd be so crazy because you, I done fuck around and lost little, you know what I mean, lost a bit because I wasn't fucked. So,
Okay,
trying that
okay.
shit.
If you lost,
You know what I mean? Trying,
Okay, go ahead.
sometimes it works, sometimes it don't.
You repeat my talking points, but what I'm saying to you is, as far as let's say, sometime you win, sometime you don't. I'd rather for me not to have the bitch because I was pimping, rather than for me to basically not have the bitch or even have the bitch by chipping. Now, see, when I was younger, not making excuses, but when I was younger, I was green at the time. I wasn't seasoned at the time. I wasn't governed by the game at the time. I didn't have the reputation that I have now at the time. So the reputation that I have, the value of me participating, I won't be participating in no sexual activities with no damn square who has no intentions of being with me in the lifestyle of pimping and hoeing. No, we won't be having no sex. Nah, you know. But that's just the pimp. That's just the pimping though. But as far as with the question that you asked and the way that you asked it, I could already tell that you got like a freakish spirit. You know what I mean? You bound by that sex thing. So, this pimping, you wouldn't even comprehend things that I'm saying to you. You gonna fight against it because you want to keep being a victim. You know what I mean? A woman could just tell you when and where she gonna have sex, and she can tell you no, and she can't do that with the pimping. But she could do that with you. You know what I mean? She can tell you no. She can tell you. She can play with you like that. See, when a woman with the pimping,
I wasn't talking about nobody playing with me.
she
I'm talking
playing
about
with you.
music. What the fuck?
No. I can tell by the way, the tone of your voice, even the way you ask that question. You know what I mean? That if a woman sit up there and hit your phone now and say, "Come through, bring the dick," you coming. The bitch can give you instructions right now. You're coming. You know what I mean? Your dick is gonna lead the way. But a bitch can't do that with the pimping. She can't give the pimping instructions. Bitch, I don't care nothing about you having some good ass pussy and shit like that. Cause if you truly have some good ass pussy, you have some great motherfucking things to show for that good pussy that you have. Bitches talking about they got good pussy and can't even pay their motherfucking bills and shit. Bitches talking about they got good pussy and staying with their mama and all of this shit. That ain't no good ass pussy. Good pussy is paid pussy. Paid for pussy. Good pussy, you understand me, is pussy that get tricked on. That's good ass pussy. That's that pussy. But all of this pussy talking about I got the bomb and I got the wop and all of this shit. No, you don't. No, you don't. But yeah, man, I appreciate you for calling in, bro. I gotta go to another caller.
All right.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna switch this. Cause I noticed this was loud a few times. So let me do this right quick. Man, it ain't even April yet. And I'm already thinking about that versus battle between Isley Brothers and Earth, Wind, and Fire. Now, me personally, I wish it was the Isley Brothers against the Temptations. For the Temptations is the only group that can honestly beat the Isley Brothers, in a battle. But as far as Earth, Wind, and Fire and groups like Frankie Beverly and Maze, they definitely can. So honestly, I thought that, cause still to this day, Babyface and Teddy Riley, that was my favorite battle so far. You know what I mean? I got many favorites from verses, but as far as my favorite, I would still have to say Teddy Riley and Babyface right now. But I know for a fact that the Isley Brothers and Earth, Wind, and Fire, is going to be better than that. The Isley Brothers and Earth, Wind, and Fire is going to be the best versus battle to date. You know, I can't wait. We in the month of March, and I can't even wait. I wish they'd just hurry up and stop playing with a pimp and get to that shit now. Now that SWV escape battle, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna watch that shit too. Cause anybody that know me, any woman will tell you, Sin love SWV. I love Coco's voice. I like Escape. Escape cool, but you know, when I was a little boy, I used to want to fuck Coco. I really wanted to fuck the group, but I wanted to fuck the shit out of Coco. You know what I mean? Her voice is just so, it's always been like that. It's so sexy. You know? Hold on for a minute. Let me do this right quick. Yeah, that Jeezy and Gucci shit, I can't lie, that shit is classic. But you gotta remember, you know, Sin like R&B, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go with Teddy and Babyface on that one. On that one. Oh. Okay, so yeah, that one right there be acting up. So I'm about to switch on y'all. Instead of calling me on that hold on. Yeah, instead of calling me on that 773, call me on this. Call me on that 702-800-9473. 800. There we go. Yeah, call me on that 702-800-9473 line right now. Yeah. I don't know why y'all was just so loud on that Chicago. But I'll sit up there and do it. Yeah, just call me right now on that 702-800-9473 number. Call me on that. You'll reach me on that. But yeah, man, you know, I even seen that Raekwon and Ghostface Killer battle. That shit was nice. You know, anybody know me, you already know I was out my seat when Raekwon did that incarcerated Scarface. Oh, damn, hold on. There we go. You just called me. Anyway, but yeah, that 702-800-9473 number, I'm open. Anybody that desire to call right now, the lines is open, man. Come on. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, what's going on with it?
What's going on, man?
Oh man, some more, talk to me.
All right, so yeah, I'm a young P in the game, and so I got a question. So basically, like when you at a grocery store or like a Greyhound station, and you trying to knock a bitch, it's kind of hard to be slick about the shit because every time you might say something to one bitch, and you might, you know what I mean, like she might cause a commotion or some shit, and it might get you put out the establishment. Like the shit that happened to me before. Like,
wait a minute,
like,
stop. Why are you being slick at a grocery store? Like that statement sounds crazy. You being slick at a grocery store, and you was being slick the wrong way, and they kicked you out the grocery store, first of all, no disrespect to you, but stop trying to be slick. You know, Cray had a song called "I'm Slick." I like the song as far as the melody and everything like that. But you know, if you're gonna say that you're a pimp, an authentic one at that, don't be slick. Just be real. But no, don't be slick.
Yeah.
Slick is for the con males. Being real is for the men that profess and possess this pimping. Okay, so when you at a
Right.
grocery store, you was inside the grocery store. What are you saying to a woman at the grocery store where you getting put out the grocery store?
So basically, I would go up to a woman or whatnot, and I read her body language to see, like, if she's approachable or whatever, if she's gonna be receptive to me approaching her. And then one particular
wait a minute.
female that worked at this.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
One particular female that worked at the store said I kind of made her feel uncomfortable. And when I came back to the store again, the motherfucking police that was at the store or whatnot, the managers and shit like that, they all was blocking like the, front path or some shit, talking about I was trespassing. And I was like, why, what's the problem? And it was like, well, you harassing. And I'm like, I didn't harass anybody. I only stated my intentions. And, if she rejected it, I just left her alone. I didn't do anything as far as harassing. So basically what I'm saying is certain establishments or some shit, when you're trying to be direct with a woman.
Why are you being direct?
Woman,
but excuse me, why are you being direct in a grocery store?
Well,
Answer that for me. And why are you guys calling me while I'm on the phone talking? I don't understand these people. What's wrong? If I said don't call me while I'm on the call, why are people calling while I'm on the call? Okay, but go ahead.
Yeah. Well, the reason why, I was being direct is because it's the underlying principle that I wouldn't want to lie to a bitch about my intentions, my motives.
Bro,
I might not necessarily...
stop. You sound dumb as hell. If you in a grocery store or in a store, it's a proper place. It's a time for everything. That's not expedient. If we at Whole Foods, I'm not coming straight up to no woman inside no damn Whole Foods telling her that I'm a damn pimp. Not only do I want to keep shopping.
No, I didn't do that.
No, but listen to what I'm saying. Cause you did say grocery store in the beginning, did you not?
Yeah, grocery store and Greyhound.
So if we inside the grocery store, because last time I checked, Whole Foods is a grocery store. So we inside the store, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna put it out there that I'm a pimp. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting at these fine, attractive, square women. But I'm not gonna go to aisle 7 and be like, yeah, bitch, you know what I'm saying? I seen you out of pocket in aisle 6. You know what I mean? That's why I had to come to aisle 7, bitch. You understand me? And let me know. Let you know I need everything in your purse, bitch. Yeah, I know you shopping for groceries around this motherfucker. You understand me? But a pimp want what's in your purse, though. Like, no. That is just stupid. That's unwise. It's a proper time for the pimping to spit, you know what I mean, this pimping. And the spirit of pimping, the spirit of wisdom within you is going to let you know when it's the right time to convey the ism. But we don't walk up into Foot Lockers and shit. Yeah, bitch, I see you putting around motherfucking Jordans and shit, but you need to be putting some heels on and shit, ho. Yeah, bitch, you got this game fucked up putting on number 23. What about my choosing feet, oh, bitch? Like, no, we don't. That's inappropriate. That's stupid. No real pimp, no seasoned pimp is going to move this idiotic. That's idiotic. A pimp don't got nothing to do with that. You know? So with that being said, I did, a matter of fact, as far as the Greyhound, you didn't see the video I did pertaining to the Greyhound?
Yeah, I watched that.
Okay, so if you seen the video that I did pertaining to the Greyhound, I didn't like break it down to its in the language of simplicity. I didn't simplify it to its lowest level in that
Yeah.
video.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
Yeah. So with the Greyhound thing, so I would go to the Greyhound, and you will be talking to a woman or whatnot, and you have like security there. They might check tickets or whatever, but it's a thing to it to where like, why would I keep paying, for a ticket daily when I'm trying to knock abroad on the daily? Because every bitch that come through the Greyhound ain't trying to fuck with you. It'd be a lot of time wasters or whatnot. So
Bro, listen to what you just said, okay? Because I'm starting to think that in a minute, bro, I'm about to tell you that it's time to get that CDL. It's time to leave this pimping alone and go get that CDL. Because you right now, the things that you're saying, you're showing me that you're too slow to be in the fast lane. This not the lane for you. Because if you ever really like campaign in that Greyhound, you would know that certain tickets, you can get certain tickets online on Greyhound for sometime less than $20. You can sit up there, you understand me, and go to certain sites and get deals on Greyhound tickets and sometimes pay less than $20. You're not necessarily going to the destination of the ticket that you purchased, but just to sit up there and have a ticket. So while you in the Greyhound, when the woman or the man come up to you and say, "Sir, do you have a ticket?" You want to be able to have a ticket in your hand so they can't kick you out the Greyhound. And if you got less now, if you're not in a position where you can campaign, then I can understand you might not have the finances to keep paying, 15 and 18 and dollars and shit like that. You might don't have it. But if you have the money where you can pay, 20 something dollars, 30 something dollars, for a ticket, then what's the
yeah.
problem?
Oh yeah, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? I was speaking from a point of view of being holus and dolus.
If I'm holus and dolus, then what I'm going to do in that circumstance, I'm going to go to the restroom. If I see a Greyhound,
Yeah,
I'm going to go to the restroom. And while I'm walking to the restroom, I'm going to see who's in the Greyhound to see what this Greyhound has to offer for me. So as I'm walking to the restroom, I might see, an attractive, woman up in here, like somebody like Katrina, Toya, I might find a Kisa, something like that, up in that G Hound, I might find, somebody that's attractive that I'm attentive to, and I'm gonna give her that eye or I'm gonna smile. And then one thing I will tell you that even if you don't have a ticket, after you come out the restroom, you still have enough time to go speak to that broad, for a couple of minutes. I mean, the Greyhound is not like that. If you go say hi to somebody or speak to somebody, security just gonna run up on you, be like, "You ain't got no ticket, get the fuck out." It's not like that, but to keep talking to somebody for 10 and 20, 30 an hour, and it's quite apparent, especially if you go from talking to one woman and then you're talking to another one. So it becomes obvious as you keep going from this woman to that woman to this woman to that woman. If you've spoken to 3 to 4 women and security is looking at this, then you're making it very obvious what your purpose is of being in this Greyhound. You're trying to knock something. So of course, sooner or later, somebody within the Greyhound is going to walk up to you and they're going to ask you for your ticket. But if you're holeless and doleless, if you ain't got no damn money, the best thing for you to do if you see a Greyhound is walk up in that motherfucker, even if you don't got to use the restroom, go up in the restroom for a little bit. But on your way, you was looking in there, and if it had anything in there for a pimp, if you see a woman inside that Greyhound, or if you see, a few, when you come out, ain't nothing wrong with initiating the conversation for a little bit. And I've done this too. I've walked to the restroom, came out, spoke to the woman I want to speak to, and let her know that I would like to speak to her some more, but I can't really say the things that I desire to say because we inside the Greyhound. Because within the conversation, she might let me know that she got 2 hours, 5 hours, 8 hours, you know what I mean, until her bus comes. So if she got that much time, if she got 120 minutes, or she got, you understand me, 300 minutes, or she got 420 minutes to wait on the fucking bus, then yeah, she can come outside, you know what I mean, for 2 seconds, and come talk to me. So, I've done it like that. I've taken women, you know what I mean, from the G-Hound. I came out the restroom, hollered at her a little bit. Now we outside of the Greyhound chopping it up, talking, Or, another thing, up in the Greyhound, let's say if while I was walking to the restroom, it didn't have anything in there for me. It wasn't no bitch that I wanted to get at. I'm going to look at the schedule to find out, when the buses come in. So now that I've looked and seen when the buses come in, I'm about to walk out, and I go do whatever the fuck I'm gonna do. And when the new buses come in, you know what I mean, you don't even have to go inside the Greyhound. Sometimes you could just stand outside of the Greyhound and just wait on the new bitches that's gonna come off the new buses that then pulled in. You know what I mean? So, but to be inside the Greyhound with no ticket, no, that's to keep talking to this. You talk to this broad, now you talking to this broad, now you talking to that broad. Eventually, if
Yeah.
So, did that answer your question, or do you have any more? What's going on?
Yeah, that pretty much answered my question. I think I got one more thing, and then I'm gonna let another caller get on here. Yeah, so about the thing about being direct or whatnot, it was some other dude that I came across, and he always said to,
bro,
I don't
listen to me. I answered your question because I knew that there were real young pimps that might need that game. So because that was a question that led to some game for somebody that might be in need of that game at this time, that's why I answered it. But just to be real, bro, that lifestyle is not for you. I could just tell you're a nice young man. You're a cool dude. You know what I mean? I don't want to see you locked up. I don't want to see you in nobody's jail. I don't want to see you go to prison for the rest of your life for impersonating this pimping. You know what I mean? This is just not for you. You know what I mean? You a very intelligent black man. Why don't you want to get your CDL? Hello.
Because I done came up around bullshit, so I mean it's pretty much not new to me.
Yeah, see, it ain't new to you, but at the same particular time, you know what I mean? There's a lot of things that ain't new to you. That's not saying anything. That wasn't anything, of substance. What I'm saying to you, brother, if you continue on, endeavoring to do things in that lifestyle, eventually you're going to be in jail. And because
I accept the consequences.
No. I don't want you to accept you're accepting consequences for a lifestyle that you're not even supposed to be in. You're not a pimp. You are not a pimp, and you're not a pimp. You need a job. And right
Nah, I can't
now,
work from home.
we got like 90 days or close to 90 days until the summertime starts. You know what I mean? You need to get your job. You need to be driving a bus, or something for the summertime. You can get all the good pussy. You can have all. You need a job, and I want you to have a job. You are a nice young man. You not no pimp. You not no. You don't even have. Listen, you just don't have it.
Man,
It's
I'm finna
not
go
there.
knock me a hole now.
No, you're not.
That's
You're
how I
not.
feel.
No. See, you already answered. It's how you feel, and see,
That's how I am.
you're letting those feelings provoke you to go to jail. And I don't want you to go to jail. You need to pick up the Bible, pick up a job application, and call it a day. You
I've been lying to myself.
don't talk to no hoes. Leave the hoes alone. You know what I mean?
I want all the hoes.
No, you want the job. You want the CDL. You don't want a hoe.
Can't work for nobody.
Why you can't? What you gonna work for them? You gonna work for the man when you in jail?
That's the consequence you take. Like, you just gotta be a man on your own too, and be,
No,
you gotta be real with yourself.
no. You cannot be. And I'm right. I like what you just said. You have to be real with yourself. So if we're gonna be real with ourselves, we know that there's a certain blessed, mind that you have to be an authentic participant in the lifestyle of pimping and hoeing. And sir, you have not been blessed, in that area. I'm looking at the call ID. The game has not called you. You keep picking up the phone, sir, and the game has not called you. I have the game caller ID in my hand right now, and I'm looking at the caller ID, and it's saying that no, there's no calls from you. The game has not called you. I'm looking at the call log. The game has not called you to pimp. You making this up on your own. The game has not called you to do this. You know what?
I'm still gonna pimp.
No. You need to be a matter of fact. I could just tell by the way you said that you're a good driver. So why can't you just
being
drive
in a regular relationship?
No, why can't you
I can't see myself being married. I can't see myself just fucking on a bitch and not getting no money out of her. I made that.
Okay, so
my
you
mind
want
up about
to?
the
So
shit.
why can't you just go ahead and be a CDL driver, and you could get you an OnlyFans? Driving the bus, you could drive trucks. You know what I mean? On your OnlyFans page. You know what I mean? You can sit up there. You understand me? The girls that you run into, you know what I mean, on the job, you could put them on OnlyFans with you. Do you know how much people will pay for that content of a JB Hunt driver? You know what I mean? Fucking badass bitches. You gonna man, your motherfucking OnlyFans gonna be popping. You tripping?
OnlyFans.
Right? That's where the money at. You trying to go to Greyhounds and all of that shit. You need to go get your CDL and sit up there. You understand me? And be a cold square. Fucking on square bitches and putting them on OnlyFans. That's where your money. That's where your money. No, that's where your money at. Pimping is not it. So since you talking about some, you can't see yourself fucking a bitch without getting some money. Okay, then fuck the bitch and go get some money. Put yourself on OnlyFans with the girlfriends that you gonna have driving the bus.
No, I ain't having no girlfriend.
Why you don't want a girlfriend? You sound like the perfect boyfriend for a girlfriend.
Because it comes with too many problems. I just don't see myself being in a relationship.
So you running from problems? I can't
give her the love she wants.
So you gonna allow the problem to be greater than the solution that's within you? Come on, man. Get that up, man. You're not a pimp. I'm telling you the gospel truth right now. You are not.
I feel like a pimp told you this before.
I'm telling you
And you
that you're
didn't let
not a
that stop
pimp.
you?
I'm telling you that you're not a pimp. You can sit up there and say everything about your mouth right now. When your ass face the consequences for being disobedient, you know what I mean, to what I'm saying to you right now, you gonna hear my voice loud as day in your ears. Warning come before destruction. You need to leave this shit alone. All bullshit aside, no jokes. Leave this alone. Don't get it no hoes. Don't accept no money. Don't do none of that. Go get you a job application and be a good man. Be a good employee. You know what I mean? And go, man, do your thing, man. You might even own your trucking service one day. You might start owning
Nah,
your trucks, you know, and having people
nah,
drive trucks for you. But
nah. Niggas who drives trucks gonna be paying my bitches.
no, no. See, you don't, even the way you say things, it don't sound pimpish. You know what I mean? You can't listen. You can't be this pimping. Why you keep fighting this? You know what I mean? A woman to pay you as a pimp, she would basically, you understand, either on drugs or she ain't, you know, she must can't hear or see. Bro, a square could see that you're not this pimping. I'm not telling you something that you don't know. You know that you're not this pimping. God know that you're not this pimping. Your mama know that you're not this pimping. People in the community that don't even know that you're not this pimping. Everybody know that you're not this pimping. You're not this pimping, bro.
It don't matter what they think.
No, it's not what they think. It's what everybody knows. You are not the pimping. You're not the pimping. And you know you're not the pimping. You wasting your time. And you wasting your life trying to do something that's not in you. And I would hate for you, as I like to say, I don't want to see you in a correctional facility for an eternity because you tried to participate in a lifestyle that you was never supposed to be in. You're not a pimp. Your mind don't even move fast like that. I'm looking at your mind right now, and it's all type of wires missing and all type of shit. Bro, I'm not trying to insult you, but please leave the lifestyle alone. You're not polished enough. You're not blessed mentally enough to participate in that lifestyle. Leave it alone, sir.
I'm gonna use this as motivation.
No, don't use this as motivation. Use it as inspiration for not going inside of incarceration. Use it as inspiration for never doing no participation in the game. That's what you use it for. Because you're not no pimp. And you know you're not no pimp. I'm not putting you down. You just a black man, so I have to look out for you, man. I can't let, you know what I mean, a black man continue on in foolery. You're not no pimp.
Yeah.
You know you're not.
I appreciate your words though, man.
Yeah. It's my words of
Hello?
yeah, it's my words of concern, man. I'm concerned about you. I don't want you to die, you know what I mean, trying to be something that you're not. You're not no pimp. And you know you're not no pimp. So when you going to go get that job application?
No time soon, man. I ain't working for nobody. I'm working for myself.
Okay, for the time being. You can work for yourself and still drive trucks. Get you a trucking company.
Nah. Everybody was green in this game at one point.
Bro,
So,
you are beyond green. It ain't even just green. You beyond green. It's not that the fact that of you just being green. It's the fact that I could tell that your comprehension, you know what I mean, the intelligence level, it's not there. It's not where it needs to be in this game. You being in this game is very dangerous. Your mind does not move that fast. I'm telling you. That's the wrong lifestyle for you. You gonna fuck around and be in somebody's jail trying to be something that you not. Go get that job, man. You know? But I got to move on to the next caller. But man, but remember what I said, man. Go get that CDL. Go back to school or something. You know, go to church. Do the right thing. Be a good young man. Blessings.
All right.
Everybody want to be a pimp. What's wrong with y'all? No, everybody can't be a pimp, man. We need people to wash them cars. We need limo drivers. We need people that's truck drivers. We need bodyguards. We need that. We need lawyers. We need doctors. We need everybody can't pimp. Come on. Hello?
Hey, what's going on with it, man? How you doing?
What's going on with it?
Hey, man, just doing my thing. I just want to start off by saying blessings to the game, man. It's really doing me wonders.
Blessings to the game, man. Blessings to the game. Talk to me.
All right, so pretty much I got this little fresh turnout university short, you know. And basically, you know, the girl really, she paid me before anything. Like, and wait, hold up, give me one second, a connection. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I met this girl off of online, really dope, and
Excuse me. Are you saying are you insinuating that somebody actually gave you some money?
all right, hold up. Of course. So, you know, I really
Bro, your voice
yeah.
your voice is the perfect voice of a trick. Didn't nobody give you no money, man.
Oh, nah.
Why you call in lying like that, bro? Ain't nobody gave you no money. You lying. You lying. And that's why you lie. That's why he got off the phone. Nigga lying.
Nah.
You know you
All right,
lying.
listen.
That's why you smiled like you're lying. You lying. Ain't no hoe gonna pay you.
All right.
And you know that. I don't know why. Is this Playful Friday? You got one nigga that's retarded talking about he a pimp. And now we got a trick on the phone talking about a bitch paid him. And I know bitches pay tricks every day. That ain't nothing new. But I don't even think that I think you just freestyle lying. I don't think a hoe gave you, you know what I mean, no money. You just wanted to talk to a pimp.
No, not at all, man.
And this ain't to disrespect you. I think you might be a good guy, but you just not no pimp. Why did you call up in here talking like this pimping?
No. If you listen out to the story, you really know. I mean,
all right, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna listen to this Oscar Award winner, but I don't believe it's true. First of all, you call in, sound like Tony the Tiger, and you talking about some you pimping, and you know you got a fresh turnout. I had to hold myself from laughing. You know what I mean? But go ahead.
Yeah, so I pretty much met this young shorty, you know, at a university. You know, we met up, and she had some real good personality. I was doing my observation before anything, checking her social media, the Snapchat. And, you know, I really seen a little something in this girl. So I'm like, all right. I was being like indirect, but still a little bit direct over the phone.
I don't even listen. Hold on.
Yeah.
I don't believe you. You said you got a brand new turnout. Put her on the phone right now.
No, but listen to the story.
No, put the turnout on the phone. I think you lying to the pimping. You got people listening right now. If you want me to keep listening to this story, and if you got dominion over that bitch like that, put that bitch on the phone right now. Let me hear her. Call her.
But I'm trying to say this. I will be able to call the girl, but I'm trying to say that she hasn't done any hoeing for me, and I'm trying to show you. Like,
wait a minute. She's a fresh turn. All right, go ahead. I'm listening, man.
Okay. Yeah, so anyways, like I was saying, I did my observation and we met up. You know, we talked and then we just had a real conversation. I was teaching her about life. And pretty much what ended up happening was, you know, I told her the truth, what I've been up to, what I've been doing. And, you know, she sat up, she paid me, you know, her whole check. The next week she gave me the next check. But she wasn't ready, you know, young in the game. So I took my time with it. I wasn't going to just rush and like force her to do anything because I'm not going to force anybody to do anything. So anyways, a little bit of time went on and she hit me back up. And I'm like, see, I had to be real smooth with the girl and be like, yo, see, I already knew that you were meant to be with me. You know what I'm saying? And from there, like, we met up again. And the game that she used, I mean, not bad, but the game that I gave her, she started using it. You know, she started telling me about like these tricks off of online. She's trying to break with sugar daddies and things like this. So in my mind, this is what happened. This is the sense that I got that I'm trying to get to. Was I feel like this shorty right here is going to be like a renegade, or you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, do I just back off, leave it alone, or you know what I'm saying? That's kind of where I'm at.
What you just said right there.
Like, I
No,
let
no, no,
her
no,
know.
no. Right there. Leave it alone. Yup. That one right there. Leave it alone. You know? Now, let me ask you this. What type of job skills do you have? Huh?
Yeah,
Do
I'm
you,
listening. I'm listening.
did you ever go to a vocational school? Like what trade? What job? Like what do you know how to do? Skill wise. Like do you
I mean,
know like what can you do?
I'm good at I'm good at you know what I do. Like I'm always in shape. You know, um, I'm an educated guy. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna lie to you about nothing.
Okay, but I'm saying, what do you do, bro? Like, are you good with, with your hands? Or like, do you build? Like, what do you do? Like, prior to trying to do this, what were you doing in life? What job skills do you have?
I mean, but that's not the point, though. Like I'm
I'm
really just
I'm
trying to
I'm
know like
coming.
about
Excuse
this
me.
girl.
I'm coming to a point.
Yeah.
Answer the question. What do you know before you tried to do this? What was your job skills?
I mean, I was in the streets, so
Okay, but what was the
like even
last
before this,
grade? What was the last grade you completed in school?
I mean, I went to college. I dropped, you
Okay,
know, I
what
dropped
did you
out
go? What did you go to
because that
college
wasn't my
for?
thing.
What was your major? How you
Me,
gonna ask me a question
no,
and I can't ask you a question?
yeah,
I
but
want
we're
to
talking about
know.
the game right now. We're not talking about
No, I want to know
what
your job skills because you're gonna need these job skills. You need to leave this alone. You're not a pimp, sir. Let that situation go. You trying to be something that you're not. Give her, if anything, be a blessing to the game and put her on the phone or put her in the presence of a pimp. But don't waste time in your life trying to be something that you're not. You over here sounding like you Rambo. You know what I mean? Rocky and shit. You not no damn pimp. What's wrong with you? It's not in you. You're not a pimp. And you know you're not a pimp. You don't even believe the stuff that's come out your mouth. So I know a bitch not gonna believe the shit that comes out your mouth. Leave this alone. I know you impressed with certain videos, you know what I mean, that you like certain things that was said. You know what I mean? You might got favorite pimps that you liking on, but man, trying to be something that you're not, this gonna cost you to be in jail. This is not nothing to play with. They got human trafficking and all this shit out here. And you trying to be something that you're not? Bro, come on, stop playing. Leave that shit alone. Whoever this girl is that you
I
talking
mean,
about, give her number, put her on the phone with a pimp. You step out the way and let her talk to a pimp.
I mean, no, nah, I'm not gonna do that only because this isn't like the only girl that be on me like that. You know, there's other girls that really been doing some homework, really paid a real P. You know what I mean? Seasoned. Yeah, I'm not seasoned or anything, but I mean, there's other girls who are seasoned getting on me on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, I really can't take it like that. I was really just asking a simple question because this is a new situation for me, and I know there's other people
Listen,
who have a similar situation that could, yeah.
listen,
Yeah, so,
listen to me.
listening.
I'm endeavoring to find out what is your job skills. You gonna make me hang up.
Okay, so if you're not gonna answer the question, then yes.
Okay, God bless you, man. God bless you. Cause you playing, you freestyle line, you know you don't got no bitch. Ain't no bitch paid you. You know what I mean? If you just want to talk to me, you could just
Oh man. All right, man.
all right, man.
Hey.
Blessings to you.
All right, easy.
All right. Okay, bam, man. Listen, I'm thinking that you guys wanted to chop it up, man, about this game, man. You know, if I would have known that y'all was going, if I would have known that Rambo, if I would have known that Rambo and the dude that's hollering at bitches in grocery stores would have called, I would have said, you know what, I'm just gonna save the call in for the morning time. But yeah, that's the last call, man. Maybe I might go live later on, do a review or something, but that's the last call, man. I'm gone. Blessings to y'all. One.